Live from the Columbus Civic Center in Columbus, Georgia, it's time for a Friday night edition of Columbus River Dragons hockey. Hello everybody, my name is Liam Gotimer. As always, it's an absolute pleasure to be here alongside all of you as the River Dragons take on the Biloxi Breakers, the first of back-to-back meetings. With that, let's now send it down to ice level, and we'll kick things off with our pest of the game, number 93. That's the former River Dragon. It is Kyle Heitzner. He's really the key cog to the operation offensively for the Biloxi Breakers after trading away their captain, Yaroslav Yevdokimov, over to the Columbus River Dragons. Yevdokimov will make his debut tonight, but the pest of the game, a chance to highlight Kyle Heitzner. Heitzner, 26 years old, out of Orilla, Ontario, playing in his 21st game of the season tonight. He has 21 points, 11 of them goals. Kyle Heitzner, number 93, is the pest of the game. The fire starter of the night is Kyle Moore. Kyle Moore, unfortunately, departed the ice before we were able to get to him. But Kyle Moore, look out for him. He wears number 15. He had a 3-point weekend against the Baton Rouge Zydeco. Last weekend, he dropped the gloves, 2 against Stephen Ford, giving him an absolute beating. And all of that to tell you that Kyle Moore, the man who loves to play in front of the home fans on the Chattahoochee River, is tonight's fire starter of the night. I'd be remiss, again, if I did not mention our pest of the game. Thank you to Cook's Pest Control. Keep an eye out for number 93, Kyle Heitzner. Let's send it to our first commercial break of the night. Then, when we come back, I'll take you back to last Saturday night, a 5-0 shutout win for your River Dragons, 31-save goose egg for Trevor Babbitt.
Hey, playing for an ultra?
We playing for ultras? Brace you for an ultra?
Put an ultra on it.
Don't forget, there's ultras on the line.
I didn't.
Michelob Ultra, superior like beer.
It feels like just yesterday our healing mission began. Inspired by visionaries, answering a higher calling. For 75 years, we've cared for this community, body, mind, and spirit. From checkups to life-saving heart surgery, from welcoming new life to supporting mental health and healing. For 3 generations, we've stood by your side, and our story is just beginning. Inspired by purpose, we're shaping the heart of healthcare.
The difference with Beam isn't just speed, it's service that you can count on. And when you call, you'll reach real people who live right here. And when you connect, you'll feel the reliability that makes Beam stand out. And whether it's working from home, streaming your favorites, or keeping up with everyday life, Beam keeps it all running smoothly. And right now, get our 1 gig plan for just $60 a month for your first 3 months. Fast, dependable, and local. Beam Broadband, connection you can count on.
Let Shred Away, a division of the Overby Company, take care of all your document shredding needs. We can design a custom shredding program for your business today. No need to purchase equipment, no maintenance expenses, no need to prepare records for destruction, increase employee productivity, increase security, no worry. Was it really destroyed? Right now, all new customers can receive 10% off. Shred Away, a division of the Overby Company, locally owned and operated in downtown Columbus. That's Shred Away, 706-577-9668.
Columbus tonight will wear their teal jerseys with the white and black letters and numbers along the back and on the sides. In this first period, which is brought to you by our friends over at Chick-fil-A in Midland, they will skate from left to right. Opening up with Ryan Galvin in the middle, he takes the face-off against Jake Cox. On his wings, Kyle Moore and Joel Texmo on the back end, Lucas Texmo and Kirk Underwood. In goal, making his return, Trevor Babbitt. The Zydeco skate from right to left, wearing their same white uniforms as they did last night, with the red and blue letters and numbers as Moore destroys a member of the Zydeco, and Connor Green makes a save. Moore still has the puck. He'll turn and let it rip. Bailey Morissette will squeak it out of the defensive end. How about Kyle Moore starting tonight's game by laying the boom in a massive way? There's a block, though, on a shot from Ethan Matcham. That will allow Cody Wickline. He's got a man. It's Storjahan. He missed high glove past Connor Green. So Weber in the neutral zone. On the backhand, it's swiped in. Mike Wynn will turn it the other direction. Cody Wickline, though, sees his stick betray him. Dmitry Kuznetsov on the counter has his shot blocked. Did not get through to Babin. A shot from the line. Babin had to be ready for that one. The Finnish blue liner as Babin there to make another 10-bell stop. This time on Cox, I believe. Scott Chirac. A drop pass and a drive and a save from Babin. No goals so far tonight. Kyle Moore looking to change that. His pass for Jemayev on the backhand. A backdoor feed. Here comes another opportunity for Columbus. The returning Ryan Hunter from the South Carolina Stingrays. And Connor Green flashy with the glove. Here's Storjahan. This is high over the helmet of Green. So skates Scaldi. Hits the shoulder of Connor Green. There was daylight there, up high. Are we going to have a fight? I believe we are. Scaldi's dropped the gloves. And he's shoving Nick Catola, who turned the other cheek. Scaldi wanted it.
Let's go, Dragons!
Cody Wickline will be the first on the puck against Connor Green. Green will swipe it over to the near boards inside of his own zone. Curtis Hansen, number 15, who scored last night. He's out there as shorthanded. Wickline around the net, and what a save made by Green, my goodness. Storjahan lifts the stick of Matcham, takes the puck right back, and sends a headhunter towards the crossbar as we have a penalty there. This will be on Baton Rouge for sure. Left wing corner out to center. Alex Storjahan steps around Ford. His pass for Moore takes a tip. Ford will whack it over to the left wing boards, and now this will be a shorthanded break. Bailey Morissette scored last night, and Trevor Babin said, "Get out of here with that one." Thornton shoots, deflected onto the tape of Jemayev, who's planted in the far corner. Galvin in front, one-timer. Jemayev stonewalled. Matcham gets it deep. He'll slide past Colton. Ryan Hunter, number 88, turns it over to Kuznetsov. Getting a piece with his shaft was Babin tonight. Tyler Barrow. Ryan Hunter with the plexi. Mike Wynn has Hunter at the right circle. Missed the net on that one, T. Wynn smudges his man up to the flank. The puck airlifted out. Barrow, a 2-on-1 with Storjahan. Barrow and Green closes up shop. Connor Green. Excellent so far tonight. Do the River Dragons have the first goal of the game up their sleeve in the final 3:09? Let's see. Alex Storjahan, after a nifty feed from Barrow, he produced a rebound, and Cody Wickline sent the puck to the heavens. May have taken a tip off of a Zydeco stick. Wickline out there with Barrow and Storjahan. This line produced a ton in the first period, and in the second, they produced a goal. A warm welcome back to our fire starter of the night, Tyler Barrow. Wynn steps up, throws the body. Now Barrow, perhaps with numbers for his team. Storjahan knocks it down. Wickline scores! Get a fire extinguisher because those three on fire. A 2-0 lead. Tyler Barrow first, Cody Wickline next. In pursuit of a third, here is Brody Thornton. Ryan Hunter will step around one. Hunter lost the handle. Now numbers for the Zydeco. Curtis Hansen, that is offside if I've ever seen it. Back underway here in Columbus. Here's Alex Storjahan. Save made by Green. Rebound there for Wickline on the backhand. Green got over. Here's Ryan Hunter with some space. He scores! Tyler Barrow with a goal in his return. Ryan Hunter with 1-2. 3-0 Dragons. 6:47 into the middle frame. Barrow with his head up. Give and go, and Green with the midsection.
48 of the third period. That's all 8 minutes for hooking at 3:48.
It's 2 minutes for a hook on Scaldi. 2-on-1 though, shorthanded for Jemayeff, and Hunter. Hunter scores! A thing of beauty from Alexander Jemayeff and Ryan Hunter. Hunter slipped the puck to the backhand. A yawning cage to put that puck into, which is exactly what he did. Second goal of the night for Ryan Hunter. That one comes shorthanded. It's 4-0 Columbus. Hunter shoots, save made. Galvin. Hunter. Storjahan, far corner, Barrow, Storjahan scores! A bullet into the corner of the net. 5-0 Dragons. Left side. Creeping towards the slot is Colton. Leg up, he'll shoot. Thornton with it as the puck comes off of the backboard. Saved by Green. This game is over. The River Dragons win 5-0. And it's a shutout for Trevor Babin.
It's hockey time on the Chattahoochee. Your Columbus River Dragons are back in action this weekend for 2 nights against Biloxi Breakers. Friday, January 30th is Women in Business Night, brought to you by the East Alabama Chamber with puck drop at 7:35. Then on Saturday, January 31st, don't miss a brand new Outdoors Night, brought to you by Realtree and Buffalo Rock with puck drop at 7:05. Get your tickets now at the Civic Center box office or by visiting ourdragons.com. He shoots and you score. Let's go Dragons.
Coach, a sweep of Baton Rouge last weekend on home ice. Let's start first with Friday night. 10 combined goals. You win by a final score of 6-4. Where did you see?
You know what? Friday night, obviously, well, the whole weekend, pretty happy with. I don't like the fact that we gave up a couple late goals. You know, when we thought the game was over and all that stuff. So, but all in all, I mean, I don't. With what we had in the lineup and what was going on as far as injuries and what our line combination was, I thought we created fairly well and played fairly well on Friday night.
Then Saturday night, Trevor Babin makes his return to the lair, a 31 save shutout. You talk about just picking up right where you left off.
Yeah, you know, I think we talked about it before, goalies, right? They have the toughest job on the ice. They have to, you know, make all the saves, and you're the last one standing, and once it goes in, you're the one that looks bad, whether it was your fault or not, type thing. So it was nice for once to get a shutout for the, you know, happened to be Babs, but you know, Royce and those guys, they've been you know, taking the brunt of things over the last 2-3 weeks or whatever as far as that goes. And you know, I think on Saturday night, Ryan Hunter had 2, and he wanted his hat trick. I'm like, I could give expletive about your hat trick. You need to play for that guy in the net right now, and you know, I don't care about another goal.
60 shots on goal, though, from the offense. What can you say about just the output of offense they were putting towards the side of the net?
Yeah, I mean, shot process or our thought process. I mean, I want it to be shoot first, pass second, and the fancy stuff will happen, you know, at the right times or whatever. But I think I think shooting the puck opens up a whole lot of the other stuff afterwards, type thing. So you know, this week in practice, I'm like, that's kind of what we focused on, and the lines are all juggled up again, type thing with Yaro Yudemnikov being here, kind of change things up, and obviously Ryan Hunter gets called back up, so being another different kind of look as far as power play and all that stuff. So I'm looking forward to it.
Let's expand upon practice this week. What did you emphasize with your group ahead of the 2 games against Biloxi?
Well, you know what? I think playing short. I say playing short. Playing tight, and let the puck do the work. Like you know, skate it when we can, but let's move the puck, head man it, get it to the open guy. I mean, somebody's out of position a little bit and he's coming towards you. Like, he doesn't need to get any closer to you. Like, move the puck. Somebody's open, and then have that shot mentality type thing. And I think with practice this week, we're kind of short-staffed, guys. You know, it's that time of the year, banged up, calls up, the sniffles, whatever. We're pretty short out there this week, so not a whole lot of stuff going on. Just fine-tuning and moving the puck around.
Practice this week also, your first opportunity to watch Yaroslav Yevdokimov. What were you able to garner from watching him play, and how do you think he's going to fit into the system?
Yeah, well, we've seen him. I've seen him play for a couple of years now. He's a professional. He has a knack of being in the right place at the right time, and he's got fairly soft hands where, you know, you put me out there, I'm going to put it in somebody's skates, making a play. He's probably going to make that right play and put it in an open area and put it on the guy's stick type thing. So he brings a little bit of poise out there to whoever he plays with, and again, probably just that true professional that, you know, that can show the guys, you know, sometimes you don't have to panic with the puck. You just kind of, you know, hold on to it a little bit. A lot of times, if you do hold on to it, And again, I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth, right? Because I'm telling the guys to move the puck quick and let the puck do the work. But you also have to have that little knack of that poise of holding on to it just enough to make that play.
Ryan Hunter gets called right back up to the ECHL South Carolina Stingrays. How do you think the addition of Gotimer and the performance of some of the players that have come in Hunter's aforementioned absence is going to help this?
Yeah, you know what? I mean, obviously, Yarrow was leading goal scorer in Mississippi, and he's been that for a couple of years. And he's played at East Coast League, he's played at a higher level type thing. So, you know, Yarrow and Ryan Hunter are totally two different players. So it's a little bit different when it comes down to that. And then when guys do get hurt or called up or whatever, you know, the next one stand, and that leaves more ice time for Ascaldi and Matt Horan and Ryan Galvin and those guys. And again, it's just kind of reading who you're playing with and knowing, you know, what you bring to the table and what your strengths are. If I'm Scaldi, I'm not dumping Chase. He skates well. He's got good enough hands to do stuff, but it's just a matter of finding that right time to do it, type thing. So just knowing that, and hopefully with that, you know, getting the puck to the net with shoot first and pass second mentality, hopefully we'll you know, reap some rewards.
Coach, we spoke last week about taking Baton Rouge lightly, despite them being at the bottom of the standings. Biloxi coming into town, same kind of situation.
Is this the silly question you were going to ask me?
This is not the silly
okay,
question.
I'm just checking.
Does the mindset change, or does things stay status?
No, I mean, again, we can't take these guys lightly. Like, everybody in this league can beat anybody at any given time, and the minute you you know, feel that you throw your stick out on the ice and you're going to win, that's a bad attitude. So we want to, you know, I don't want to stick it to them, but I want to stick it to them.
Coach, tonight is Women in Business Night. Any special women business owners or partners that you'd like to shout out?
Is this the silly question?
This is not the silly question.
No, no, this is a real question.
This is a real question.
You know what? No, you know what? I mean, if you look at real estate, I'd like, this is a good stat for you to look at. I mean, I'd like to know what percentage of real estate agents are women towards men. And really, every real estate agent is an independent contractor and your own boss. So every woman that is a real estate agent is their own boss and has their own company type thing. So give a shout out to those people. They do a great job for the most part, and you know what they need to do.
Fantastic. A little bit of homework. With that, here is your fun question, Coach. Earlier this week, I did a social media segment, and I had a Band-Aid on my face, and I cut myself shaving real bad. When was the last time you cut yourself shaving? And just let me know that I'm not the only one. Make me feel good.
Oh boy. Well, actually, I nicked myself a couple weeks ago. You know, but nothing crazy that it deserved a Band-Aid. So I don't know if I can make you feel any better about that or not. But yeah, no, I'm fairly careful with shaving. I do like go and get a haircut and get a fresh shave with a straight razor. Never been cut, but I'm always nervous about that barber, the guy with that straight blade on your neck, kind of going on. But anyways, sorry, I don't have a horrific story like you.
That's okay. Well, you know, have you ever cut yourself near your eye like I did? Because mine was nowhere near. You know, not shaving. No. Obviously, I've had numerous stitches growing up playing hockey, and really, for the most part, if I see blood, I'm usually pretty good, all right, until I go into the mirror and actually look at the gash that I had on my eye or wherever, and as soon as I see that, I hit the floor. I had a tiny gash, and it was tough to look at. So.
Did you pass out?
I did not pass out, but I do have a quick story that I can can share. When I was in Savannah as an intern, my first ever meal that I made inside of my apartment was steak and potatoes. Just peeling myself the potatoes. I peeled the top of my finger right off.
Yeah.
I did pass out after that.
We should probably keep that one quiet.
Well, now everybody on YouTube knows. Coach, thank you for your time in Biloxi.
All right, thank you.
And now, fans of Dragons BYB 16 Christian Broadcasting has taken over the silence tonight for those who are in harm's way, those that defend our country on livelihood every day, and those who have made the ultimate sacrifice. River Dragons, thank you. Now remain standing with hands over hearts for the presentation of tonight's national anthem, performed by the Winbrook Christian School Choir. From the southeast entrance to the southwest entrance, our home entrance for a nice ceremonial puck drop. Dragons fans, tonight we're proud to recognize the East Alabama Chamber of Commerce, supporting businesses across Chattahoochee Valley on both sides of the river. On Women in Business Night, please welcome Melissa and Denise from the East Alabama Chamber. Excited to cheer on Women in Business and your Dragons. All right, ladies, go ahead and drop those pucks. Again, a big thank you to the East Alabama Chamber of Commerce, our prime sponsor here for Women in Business Night here with the Dragons. All right, fans, the first puck has been dropped. It has been sung. One more thing left to do, and that's to welcome you to hockey time on the Chattahoochee!
20 minutes on the clock, both teams on the sheet. The Columbus River Dragons and the Biloxi Breakers tonight and tomorrow night. The River Dragons in this first period skate from left to right wearing their red uniforms, remembering everyone deployed. While Biloxi will attack from right to left, they wear their white uniforms with the royal blue letters and numbers along the back and on the sides. Let's do it. The puck is dropped. We are underway. This is Liam Gotimer saying, it's go time on tonight's game. Columbus will open up with Matthew Horn up front. Alongside him is Alexander Jemayeff, number 71, and Joel Texmo, number 95. On defense, that's Lucas Texmo, Joel's brother, paired up with the captain of your River Dragons, Kirk Underwood. In goal is Tyler Roy, number 35. So Matthew Horn, his pass over to the left point. It's squeezed beneath the goal line, past the goaltender for Biloxi tonight. That's Rahul Sharma. Few more notes on Sharma as the broadcast moves along, but a heavy workload for number 34 in white early in his Biloxi career. But it's the other goaltender, Tyler Roy, who makes the first save of the game, 47 seconds in. Columbus comes into this game with a record of 16-11, 3-2-1. They have 57 points. They have won 4 straight games. 2 wins in Indiana against the Sentinels, then back-to-back victories last week, I should say, to the Baton Rouge Zydeco. Columbus is 3rd in the Continental Division entering play tonight. So Cody Wickline, who had a goal on Saturday night in Columbus's last game. The puck is forced in cross corner behind Sharma. This line was all over the place on Saturday night. Tyler Barrow, Alex Storjahan, and Cody Wickline, who has the puck. Josh Colton, number 5, over at the right point. Barrow defended, but moves the puck for Wickline in time. He's planted at the near circle. Colton will let a wrister go, and Sharma able to make the save despite moving side to side. As meanwhile, on the outside, a chance for Biloxi, that off of the stick of Connor Mullins, number 6. Going down is a breaker. Got a dog pile in between the 2 circles. A hit thrown by Mike Wynn, but in front, a great A look. Tyler Roy closes the pads to deny Valou as a wraparound chance. Comes back to Valou, and he misses the net. Down on the seat of his pants, making a pass from the near corner to the slot. Not once, but twice was Carter Thornton. So here's Brendan Spinelli, wearing number 55. It's a completely different roster than the one the River Dragons saw the last time the Breakers were in this building, as the puck goes out of play. Near Tyler Roy, 2:09 into the contest. And now that we have a stoppage in play, let's take a look at the lines for your River Dragons tonight. Tyler Barrow, Alex Storjahan, Cody Wickline, the first line. The newest Dragon, Yaroslav Yevdokimov, slots in alongside Ryan Galvin, and the fire starter of the night, Kyle Moore. In goal, it's Tyler Roy. Brody Thornton paired up on defense with Justin Samaro, number 23, but it's Thornton behind Sharma. The puck cleared out of the defensive end for the Breakers and right back onto Brody Thornton's stick. Defenseman out of Clinton Township, Michigan. Stretched through the middle, misses the stick of Galvin. No icing though. So Yaroslav Yevdokimov, the newest Dragon in his very first shift against his former team. Yevdokimov hails from Russia, acquired a couple of weeks ago in a trade in exchange for defenseman Matt Stoya, who returns to Mississippi, and future considerations. Yevdokimov, a pure sniper. Head coach Bichard, during practice this week, impressed most with his poise with the puck. As a big hit thrown by Kirk Underwood onto number 77, that's Fabian Leonard. The drive from the line, not off of the stick of Declan Flanagan, does not get through to Roy, and that will allow Skate Scaldi, number 37, to skate out 2-on-2. He had it for a moment, now he doesn't, and Flanagan up the far wing. Xavier Charbonneau had trouble getting past Lucas Texmo. Texmo's lane to the offensive blue line denied, so backing it up will be Alexander Jemayev. And the center lane drive, now over to the far wing. It's Kirk Underwood, he shoots, and he missed high. The captain bidding for a highlight reel goal. He had 2 goals on Friday night against the Baton Rouge Zydeco. It's been an entertaining start to this game. And now we have a fight. Here we go. A dust-up on the Chattahoochee River. It's Brendan Spinelli, 6'0", 170 pounds, against Skate Scaldi. 6'0", 170 pounds, right at the center ice logo. The two exchanging blows. Scaldi gets a few in, an uppercut, an overhand, and Spinelli gets the last laugh, but what a tilt that was. Skate Scaldi pumps up his team, pumps up the fans. And heads to the box. That was a spirited one for sure. Those gloves were tossed immediately. I think Skate Scaldi has a few more fights up his sleeve throughout the rest of the home season. Wickline near dot.
Skate Scaldi goes 5 minutes for fighting at 4:04 the first period. Espinali, Biloxi, Scaldi, Columbus goes 5 minutes for fighting at 4:04.
Meanwhile, Biloxi with a great A. Look, it's Bartlett. They score. Ross Bartlett on the backhand found daylight through Tyler Roy. Bartlett does not get the goal. The goal goes to Kyle Heitzner, number 93, the pest of the game. The goal comes 4 minutes and 24 seconds in, and the Breakers on their 6th shot of the first period already have a 1-0 lead. Roy had stopped around 80% of that puck. The biscuit did leak through, and as a result, the road side goes up 1-0.
Number 16, Ross Bartlett. Number 27, Lucas Matarchik at 4:24 the first period. That's Heitzner from Bartlett and Matarchik. Breakers goal at 4:24.
The goal once again comes at 4:24. It's Kyle Heitzner, his 12th goal of the year and his 22nd point. The Breakers looking for another. It's Carter Thornton. He's checked, though, by Brody Thornton, number 65. Some Thornton on Thornton crime there, as Yaroslav Yevdokimov tried to do it all himself on that shift. Instead, it'll be a potential breakaway for Carter Thornton. It is, and Roy shuts it down. We are 5 minutes and 10 seconds into hockey on the Chattahoochee tonight. We've had a fight, and we've had a goal for the visitors. It's 1-0 Biloxi.
Let Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, take care of all your document shredding needs. We can design a custom shredding program for your business today. No need to purchase equipment, no maintenance expenses, no need to prepare records for destruction, increase employee productivity, increase security, no worry. Was it really destroyed? Right now, all new customers can receive 10% off. Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, locally owned and operated in downtown Columbus. That's Shredaway, 706-577-9668.
Vector Ply Corporation is a world-leading manufacturer of carbon, fiberglass, and Kevlar composite fabrics located in Phoenix City, Alabama. Our customers depend on us to produce iconic brands such as Malibu and Nautique boats, Cub Crafter airplanes, and the historic C8 mid-engine Corvette. Even the light poles surrounding the Columbus Civic Center were produced by a Vector Ply customer using Vector Ply fabrics. If you're looking for an exciting career with a growing manufacturer located right here in the Chattahoochee Valley, visit our website, VectorPly.com, to learn more about Vector Ply and our opportunities.
You make some noise in here. Let's get loud!
It's 1-0 Biloxi. Here at the Columbus Civic Center, Liam Gotimer here with you, your play-by-play broadcaster. The first period, as always, proudly brought to you by our friends over at Chick-fil-A in Midland. The game's only goal coming at 4:25, the 12th of the year for Kyle Heitzner, the former Dragon. Assisted by Ross Bartlett, number 68. Brought in a couple of days after the Breakers traded Yaroslav Yevdokimov to the Dragons, as meanwhile Matthew Horn, a backhander from the far wing, stopped by the pad adjacent to the stick and blocker of Rahul Sharma. There's a check at the near wall from Joel Texmo. He sent Fisher straight down to the sheet. Biggest hit of the game so far. Kirk Underwood with a check of his own, this time in the far corner. That will allow Alexander Jemayev, who got the start tonight in the middle, out of Creston, BC. Jemayev looking for that good first pass, but he missed the reach of Horn. So Ross Bartlett at his own blue line. He left the puck behind. Dangerous miss there from Ross Bartlett, but it was turned into an offensive scoring opportunity for Biloxi. Perhaps not if the active stick of Cody Wickline had anything to say about it. It's sauced for Wickline, and Sharma made the save. Cleaned right out of the crease by Demetrius Christou, number 5. So Heitzner waits for help. His pass blocked by Storjahan. The Breakers able to punch it back into the Columbus end. The puck right behind Tyler Roy. Roy in his last start made 27 saves on 31 shots against Baton Rouge a week ago tonight. He's won his last 3 starts after losing his previous 3 starts. And then, of course, Trevor Babin, right after Roy picked up his 13th win of the season on Friday, had a 31-save shutout. Well, let's go Dragons comes from the crowd. As Columbus down a goal here, still inside of the opening half of the first period. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on the River Dragons Broadcast Network. The puck to the side of Rahul Sharma, who's the goaltender out of Delta, British Columbia. Sharma, in his last start, made 48 saves. And you hear that, perhaps you think, man, this guy is good. Not to say that he isn't, because he's a workhorse in there in the net. But the night where he made 48 saves, well, he saw 60 shots. He was out there for all 12 goals against, as we have a delayed penalty on Biloxi. They touch it. Valou goes to pick up the puck to show the officials that he indeed does have possession. Columbus goes to the Public's power play. A bit disappointed with the call is Brandon Lucchese. Sorry to hear of your disappointment, Brandon. The River Dragons on the power play, statistically, 23%, while Biloxi, that number is of note, 66%. Doesn't get much lower than that. Inefficiency, the name of the game on the penalty kill for the Breakers. You know what that means? A clear-cut chance to tie the game. Yaroslav Yevdokimov is over at the right circle. He doesn't have the puck now. Now it's Kirk Underwood, number 11, 2 goals last Friday. Barrow, Underwood, Arister, blocked by the leg of Fisher. So Wickline, Barrow, far corner. Storjahan to the net, looking for a tip from Yevdokimov. He got that, and then Yevdokimov a second bit at the net. Stopped by Rahul Sharma as Kirk Underwood bulldozes his opposite number in Xavier Charbonneau. Hits of the week already accounted for him. 8.5 minutes into the game. Not too bad. The River Dragons still with 1:12 to go on the man advantage. Wickline drops it back. Tyler Barrow right there to scoop it up and begin his approach into the offensive zone. Underwood, near wing, Alex Storjahan. Left side, Barrow. Goal line, Jemayev. Jemayev comes out there to replace Yevdokimov. Out high, here's Storjahan with a shot. Blocked. The clearing attempt does not get through the stick of Barrow, nor Storjahan. But now, on the secondary chance, Biloxi will work out of the defensive zone, start a 2-on-1, and Roy, despite having a breaker jump right on top of him, makes the save. On the counter, Kyle Moore, the fire starter of the night. His pass goes awry. Moore on the backhand. A beautiful feed through the seam. Colton over to the half boards for his fellow defenseman in Thornton. Here is Jemayev turning to the forehand. Goal line, Barrow. The vision for Colton. It deflected off of the stick of Carter Thornton and out of the zone. The River Dragons power play presented by Publix has come to a close. Now Biloxi takes the puck away from a Dragon inside of the defensive zone, and Roy there to answer the bell. Let's go to immediate timeout.
Vector Ply Corporation is a world-leading manufacturer of carbon, fiberglass, and Kevlar composite fabrics located in Phoenix City, Alabama. Our customers depend on us to produce iconic brands such as Malibu and Nautique boats, Cub Crafter airplanes, and the historic C8 mid-engine Corvette. Even the light poles surrounding the Columbus Civic Center were produced by a Vector Ply customer using Vector Ply fabrics. If you're looking for an exciting career with a growing manufacturer located right here in the Chattahoochee Valley, visit our website, VectorPly.com, to learn more about Vector Ply and our opportunities.
Off the face-off, we return to play. Tyler Roy made a stick save. Roy has made 7 saves on 8 shots. Biloxi on pace for more than 15 through this period. And you knew that Biloxi was going to come out with a ton of energy tonight. They played last weekend, as I mentioned. They lost by 9 goals. Final score was 12-3 on the road in Athens. Due to the weather in the area, Biloxi did not play the next night. This is another 2-on-1. It's Bartlett with Heitzner. The give and go, and the pass back for Bartlett was closed off. Nicely done. I believe that was Ryan Galvin who had gotten in the way. Josh Colton and Mike Wynn in the vicinity as well. But as I was touching on before, Biloxi did not play that Saturday night game. You knew that they wanted a chance to get back out there and put forth a better performance. They didn't get a chance to do that against the Rock Lobsters, but now, well rested, on the road once again at the Civic Center. They have the lead. So Carter Thornton to the center ice logo. Brody Thornton on the backhand. Coming out from behind his own net and now out through the middle will be Biloxi. That was Thornton for Lucchese. Thornton now goes to the goal line. Lucchese, a one-time blast, and I believe Roy got a piece with his helmet. The River Dragons offside. Now we'll head to immediate timeout officially.
The difference with Beam isn't just speed, it's service that you can count on. And when you call, you'll reach real people who live right here. And when you connect, you'll feel the reliability that makes Beam stand out. Now whether it's working from home, streaming your favorites, or keeping up with everyday life, Beam keeps it all running smoothly. And right now, get our 1 gig plan for just $60 a month for your first 3 months. Fast, dependable, and local. Beam Broadband, connection you can count on.
It's hockey time on the Chattahoochee. Your Columbus River Dragons are back in action this weekend for 2 nights against Biloxi Breakers. Friday, January 30th is Women in Business Night, brought to you by the East Alabama Chamber with puck drop at 7:35. Then on Saturday, January 31st, don't miss the brand new Outdoors Night, brought to you by Realtree and Buffalo Rock with puck drop at 7:05. Get your tickets now at the Civic Center box office or by visiting ourdragons.com. He shoots and you score. Let's go Dragons.
Back here on the River Dragons Broadcast Network, Liam Gotimer here with you, your play-by-play broadcaster. We have 8 minutes and 24 seconds left to play here in the first period, which is brought to you by our friends over at Chick-fil-A in Midland. The only goal of the game thus far came inside of the opening 5 minutes. It was Kyle Heitzner, one of the most electrifying players in the league, the former River Dragon, and the top gun offensively alongside Ross Bartlett for the new-look Biloxi Breakers. Biloxi entering tonight's game had a -79 goal differential. That the worst in the FPHL. In their last game, goal scorers were Darius Davidson, Ross Bartlett, and Lair Patikin. Puck out of play as it goes off of the boot of a breaker. Opponent offside, as always, brought to you by our friends over at Old School Barbershop. Do you need a little bit off your sides? Do you? Do you? Well, appointments are required. Book online on Instagram, Facebook, or at www.oldschoolbarbershop.com. Shop spelled SHOPPE. Now a 2-on-1. Barrow, alongside him is Samaro, who will dangle to the backhand. His bid went wide of the net. Barrow behind the goal. In Gretzky's office, his pass for Samaro missed him. And now, through the neutral zone, this will be Velou. Velou wears number 42. He left that puck behind. Now Cody Wickline and Tyler Barrow. Barrow with Wickline. Barrow had Sharma down. Lost the handle. Falling down in his attempt to throw the body is Storjahan. Meanwhile, Charbonneau will shoot and hit the back glass. Charbonneau gets the puck back. He wears number 11 in white. Here is Patakin into the middle. Shot comes in off of the stick of, I believe, Amy Roy, or number 91. That missed high. The puck deflected right in front of Tyler Roy. It's bouncing, so Lucas Texmo has to go behind his own net to try and settle it down, which he does. Texmo receiving an immense amount of pressure. On the backhand, taking a hit to make a play is Joel Texmo, Lucas's brother. Kirk Underwood gets tangled up with Joel Texmo, so Joel comes back, makes the defensive play without icing the puck. Scaldi looking for the neutral zone takeaway. He dropped the gloves earlier in this period. Nothing comes away. Nothing comes out of that. Heitzner will get a flip on the puck, steal it from Lucas Texmo, and set up a teammate. Here's a chance incoming for Biloxi. It's Lucas Pekarchuk. To the line, it's Fabian Leonard. Pekarchuk has it back. Into the mesh it goes. Tonight, Biloxi without Declan Conway and the former River Dragon Matt Stoya. While Columbus this evening without Jouett and Blacksmith, Colin Ratt, and Kevin Sabah, number 74. Bartlett looking for a net front tip. That was Pekarchuk who was open in front. Meanwhile, Galvin. His shot slowed down by Fabian Leonard. On the backhand, Yevdokimov tried to catch Sharma off his post a little bit. You could see the hockey sense out of Yaroslav Yevdokimov. We have a penalty here. This will be on the River Dragons. It'll be 2 minutes for a slash. Columbus will go to the floor and decor penalty kill. Mike Wynn to the box. River Dragons on the penalty kill, 83%. Biloxi on the power play, 18% efficient. There's no doubt with the Breakers' record being 5-24, 1-1-0 entering play tonight. 18 points, last in the Continental Division. They've lost their last 4 games. They've needed a significant roster shakeup, and they've gotten one. They traded away their captain. They brought in Heitzner and Bartlett. Traded away a couple of talented players in Aldiar Nerland. Grant Bondi, who is arguably their number 1 defenseman the last time they were here. Biloxi's last 3 games, as I mentioned, their last regularly scheduled game was postponed. The night previous, they lost 12-3. On January the 16th, they lost 6-3 to the Monroe Moccasins, who they're probably happy they don't have to see again. As there's a clear on the floor and decor penalty kill for the River Dragons right away. Good start. The Breakers gain the offensive blue line. Not for long, though. Tyler Barrow had to stretch for that one. So Ross Bartlett made sure to press him up along the near boards in the neutral zone. Columbus playing some keep away right now. The Breakers scored 3 times in their last game, a 12-3 loss, and none of them on the power play, all at even strength. As meanwhile, Storjahan, far corner. He's defended by Kyle Heitzner, number 93. Storjahan with a hit onto Lucchese, then comes back over to Heitzner, but Heitzner able to work it out. Pikarczyk for a teammate. Heitzner met by Moore. Left side, Pikarczyk, bottom of the near circle. Now to the top, a shot comes in. Stopped by Roy. Behind the net, it's Bartlett. Bartlett with Lucchese. One player defending there for the River Dragons, that's Lucas Texmo. In the box is Mike Wynn. Here's Pikarczyk shooting. That's padded away by Roy. Short-handed, the River Dragons have the puck. Kyle Moore will turn one way, draw Ross Bartlett his direction, and then dump it down with not a lot of velocity. A smart play. So now the Breakers need to recoil inside of their own end. Heitzner the stretch. Horn after the neutral zone tap. He gets tripped up. That's a penalty. River Dragons back to the Public's power play. Nicely done by Matthew Horn, drawing the penalty. Let's go to immediate timeout. We will be right back.
Vector Ply Corporation is a world-leading manufacturer of carbon, fiberglass, and Kevlar composite fabrics located in Phoenix City, Alabama. Our customers depend on us to produce iconic brands such as Malibu and Nautique boats, Cub Crafter airplanes, and the historic C8 mid-engine Corvette. Even the light poles surrounding the Columbus Civic Center were produced by a Vector Ply customer using Vector Ply fabrics. If you're looking for an exciting career with a growing manufacturer located right here in the Chattahoochee Valley, visit our website, VectorPly.com, to learn more about Vector Ply and our opportunities.
Oh, my cheese. The new OM Cheeseburger from Applebee's. We took our juicy all-beef patty, melty American cheese, crispy applewood smoked bacon, spicy honey mustard, and fries, and put it on a sizzling skillet of cheese. So push the cheese, pull the cheese, love the cheese. Too much cheese? Never. Applebee's new OM Cheeseburger for $11.99, also on our 2 for $25 menu.
Biloxi in the box. For the second time tonight. Well, for the third time tonight. Skate Scaldi fought Brendan Spinelli. This time it's the goal scorer, Kyle Heitzner. 2 minutes for a trip. Matthew Horn drew the penalty. So Barrow left side, he's got Yevdokimov at the right circle. His pass pinballs around.
Let's go Dragons!
From the corner to the opposing goal line. Roy out of his net, squarely behind his cage. Underwood, the defenseman out of Littleton, Colorado. Now, Cody Wickline, forward out of Flower Mound, Texas. Wickline and Yevdokimov. Yevdokimov, a big frame, 6'1", 190 pounds. Underwood takes a shot. Sharma scoops it up. 40 seconds through the power play. We have a stop and a face-off to come to the glove side of Rahul Sharma. That same unit remains out there. Cleared out, though, by Biloxi. Lair Patakin, the former member of the Blue Ridge Bobcats, with the clear. A quick note on Rahul Sharma. So far this year, he has already played for the Indiana Sentinels. Now with the Breakers. Here is Underwood. Pad save made. The rebound loose for Wickline. Underwood whips it. Barrow winds up. His pass back for Underwood. He was unable to keep it in. So Kirk will try the other side of the ice. Barrow will back up after he receives a pressure. from a breaker, that being Brandon Lucchese. Barrow will deke him out. Storjahan, the center lane drive. Near wing, it's Moore. Across for Storjahan, you bet! Seconds into the Publix power play, Columbus ties the game. Alex Storjahan has his 16th goal of the season. First on the puck of the River Dragons, and the ensuing shift after the goal. Here's Brody Thornton. He'll knock down a bouncer, and Sharma gloves it away. Alex Storjahan on Saturday night in the club's 5-0 win over the Baton Rouge Zydeco at a 3-point game. A goal and 2 assists. Tonight, he opens the scoring for your River Dragons. The goal officially at 18-13. It's Storjahan, his 16th goal of the year, assisted by Kyle Moore, number 15, and Tyler Barrow. The fire starter of the night already with a primary assist. Ross Bartlett off of the faceoff. Connecting with him is Samaros. The puck kept in to the offensive zone. Moore in a similar spot to where he set up Storjahan with a near identical pass. Here's Samaro in the final 60 seconds of the period. A slap pass across the ice. Samaro picks it up. They score! It's Scaldi! Skate Scaldi tips in his first goal as a River Dragon. It's 2-1. Two goals for Columbus late here in this first period has turned a 1-0 deficit into a 2-1 lead. Here's Matthew Horn for more in the final 10 seconds.
After one period of play to score, River Dragons 2, Biloxi Breakers 1. Second goal of the first period for Columbus 9, for Biloxi 13.
The first period comes to an end with the score 2-1 in favor of the River Dragons. Columbus receives a late power play goal from Alex Storjahan, then Skate Scaldi. I'll be back to talk about all of what transpired in the first period when we return to the River Dragons broadcast network.
It's hockey time on the Chattahoochee. Your Columbus River Dragons are back in action this weekend for 2 nights against Biloxi Breakers. Friday, January 30th is Women in Business Night, brought to you by the East Alabama Chamber with puck drop at 7:35. Then on Saturday, January 31st, don't miss the brand new Outdoors Night, brought to you by Realtree and Buffalo Rock with puck drop at 7:05. Get your tickets now at the Civic Center box office or by visiting ourdragons.com. He shoots and you score. Let's go Dragons.
Hey River Dragons fans, today we're showing you how to get your tickets on FIVO.
Step 1, open FIVO.
Step 2, pick your game.
Step 3, choose your seats.
And you can add merch right before checkout.
That was actually really easy.
Yep, FIVO keeps everything really simple.
Get your River Dragons tickets today on FIVO.
All right, here's the game plan. Tickets, food, drinks.
You forgot popcorn.
Popcorn, please. I'm talking about the family 4-pack.
That's a new play?
Even better, 4 tickets to a River Dragons game, 4 Chick-fil-A entrees, 4 hot dogs, 4 sodas, 4 popcorns, all for just $40. Boom!
Did somebody say boom?
Coach, can families run that play too?
Only if they act fast. Clock's ticking.
The family 4-pack, 4 tickets, $40. We'll see you at the rink. Let's go Dragons.
Back here inside of the broadcast booth, Liam Gotimer, your play-by-play broadcaster, here with you. After 20 minutes of play, we have 3 combined goals, 2 for your River Dragons and 1 for the Biloxi Breakers. Let's talk about it. The first goal of the game came at 4 minutes and 25 seconds of the first period. But before we get you to the game's first goal, let's get you to the game's first and only fight, which came at 4:04. It was Brendan Spinelli, who wears number 55 for Biloxi, and Skate Scaldi, who wears number 37 for the River Dragons. Those two put on a show. The gloves went way high into the air, and a tussle ensued right at the center ice logo. It was a back and forth tilt, no clear-cut winner. The last laugh went to Spinelli, but it was one fun fight, and if you have the chance to go back and watch at any point after tonight's game, I highly suggest doing so. It'll be on our YouTube channel for the recap of tonight's game. Every single game has full highlights on our YouTube channel, might I add. But anyway, that was the fight. The first goal of the game came at 4 minutes and 25 seconds, and it came at even strength for Biloxi. It was the pest of the game. Sorry, guys. I picked the name, and the name scores. Kyle Heitzner, former River Dragon. The goal assisted by Ross Bartlett, number 68. And the secondary helper went to Lucas Pikarchuk. That goal coming at even strength. And it was the Breakers, despite the River Dragons, who entered this game with a 4-game winning streak. That opened the scoring on the Chattahoochee River tonight. Biloxi would do a nice job of maintaining their solid road period throughout. The goal came at 4:25 throughout the remaining 10-12 minutes. That was until Columbus finally got themselves on the board, and the first of 2 goals in that opening frame came at 18:13. It was Alex Storjahan, number 4. The goal assisted by number 15, Kyle Moore, and number 8, Tyler Barrow. That goal coming on the Publix power play. Then, with just 52 seconds to play in the opening stanza of hockey tonight, it would be Skate Scaldi, number 37. How about 2/3 of a Gordie Howe hat trick, a fight and a goal in that period? We'll see if Scaldi is able to complete the trifecta with an assist throughout the remaining 40 minutes of regulation hockey tonight. let's talk about the goal. It was Justin Somero, number 23, the forward playing on defense over at the right point. He wasted no time getting the bid on net. Scaldi got the body position in front of Rahul Sharma and successfully deflected the puck into the net to put the River Dragons up 2-1, which is where the score stands after 20. The goaltenders, Tyler Roy, who made 27 saves on 31 shots in his last start. The start preceding that, he shut out the Indiana Sentinels. In that first period, he went 12 for 13 after giving up the goal on one of the first few shots he saw. So you love to see Tyler Roy getting himself into the game, going perfect after giving up the game's opening goal. Once again, inside of the opening 5 minutes of the first. The other goaltender, that's Rahul Sharma. After making 48 saves in his last start on 60 Rock Lobster shots, well, in the first period, things a little bit more tame for number 34, 8 for 10, 2 goals allowed. The shots on goal leaders in that first period, first for Biloxi. Leading the way is the best of the game. That's Kyle Heitzner. He has 4, while on the other side for the River Dragons, 2 players are tied. That's Cody Wickline and Kirk Underwood. That's all I've got for the period recap. Let's send it to a quick break. Then when we come back, I'll take you all on a drive around the Federal Prospects Hockey League. It's the out-of-town scoreboard, followed by standings entering play tonight. And before the intermission comes to a close, hits of the week.
The difference with Beam isn't just speed, it's service that you can count on. And when you call, you'll reach real people who live right here. And when you connect, you'll feel the reliability that makes Beam stand out. Now, whether it's working from home, streaming your favorites, or keeping up with everyday life, Beam keeps it all running smoothly. And right now, get our 1 gig plan for just $60 a month for your first 3 months. Fast, dependable, and local. Beam Broadband, connection you can count on.
Dad, are we there yet?
Not even close.
Sweet.
Have we gone too far? Maybe, but life's too short not to.
The Subaru Forester Hybrid, 581 miles per tank. Love goes the extra mile.
Vector Ply Corporation is a world-leading manufacturer of carbon, fiberglass, and Kevlar composite fabrics located in Phoenix City, Alabama. Our customers depend on us to produce iconic brands such as Malibu and Nautique boats, Cub Crafter airplanes, and the historic C8 mid-engine Corvette. Even the light poles surrounding the Columbus Civic Center were produced by a Vector Ply customer using Vector Ply fabrics. If you're looking for an exciting career with a growing manufacturer located right here in the Chattahoochee Valley, visit our website, VectorPly.com, to learn more about Vector Ply and our opportunities.
Welcome back to the first intermission. Liam Gotimer back here with you, your play-by-play broadcaster. 9 minutes on the clock until the puck drops on the second period. You know what that means. It's time to take a drive around the Federal Prospects Hockey League. It's the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by our friends over at Zelmo's Zip It. We'll kick our drive off in Binghamton. The Black Bears up 2-1 over the Twin City Thunderbirds. That game in the second period. The puck drops on PDN Athens an hour later tonight, 8:05 that game began. Still scoreless in the opening frame. Elsewhere, the Danbury Hat-Tricks and the Blue Ridge Bobcats, that game in the first period. 4 combined goals already, 2-2 the score. The Port Huron Prowlers taking a visit to Watertown to take on the Wolves. The two teams are tied at 1 goal apiece, that game in the first. The Indiana Sentinels, they're paying a visit to the Topeka Scarecrows. 0-0 the score. The game is in the first. And last but certainly not least, it's the Baton Rouge Zydeco and the Monroe Moccasins. That game's scoreless in the first, like Topeka and Indiana and PD and Athens. That game just beginning in Monroe. No score, as I touched on. That's the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by our friends over at Zelmo Zippin. And now with a drive around the Federal Prospects Hockey League, let's take a peek at the standings around the FPHL. This is entering play tonight. The Continental led by the Monroe Moccasins, just 2 points separating them from Athens, though. The Rock Lobsters with 76 points. The Columbus River Dragons, your Columbus River Dragons, with 57 points, 19 behind. The Athens Rock Lobsters still within striking distance. A regulation win in this league gets you 3 points. The PD Ice Cats, they have 39 points. Quite a bit of separation between Columbus and PD. Not much to worry about there. The Twin City Thunderbirds, they're 1 point behind the Ice Cats, vying for that final playoff spot. While in 6th, that's the Baton Rouge Zydeco, and in 7th, the Biloxi Breakers, who are in town tonight in desperate need of a win. Biloxi has lost each of their last 4 contests. On the other side, in the Empire, well, Binghamton, they are the leaders of that division. 88 points, trailed by Port Huron, who is just 30 points behind. Not too bad. Joking, of course. Topeka in 3rd. They have 53 points. The Blue Ridge Bobcats are in 4th. In 5th, the Danbury Hat-Tricks. Those two playing each other tonight. The 2 final teams to tell you all about, the Watertown Wolves and the Indiana Sentinels. That's a look around at the FPHL, the standings entering play tonight. And fans, I'd like to take this chance to give a very special shout out to a River Dragon fan named Penny, who I know is watching tonight. So shout out to you, Penny. Had one of our wonderful fans tell me that you like to watch River Dragons games, and I'd be remiss if I didn't give you a shout out. Let's go River Dragons, to Penny and everybody watching. 5 minutes, 40 seconds on the intermission clock. One more commercial break. Then when we come back, it's Hits of the Week, brought to you by our friends over at Mark Casto Law Firm.
Hey, grab me one too.
Hey, it's Bill, your foodie guy, and you know I love food, right? So we've teamed up with Mike and Ed's Barbecue in Columbus on Schaumburg Road and our friends at Pepsi Buffalo Rock to create $1 Wing Wednesday. Look what I've got here. I've got a pile of wings, I've got my celery, and I've got my free Pepsi. I'll see you at Mike and Ed's on Schaumburg Road in Columbus. $1 Wing Wednesday. See you there.
In the South, there's a few things your home needs. Like you need a strong fan on a hot day.
It's so hot.
Like Friday nights need football.
Game day!
Like front porches gotta have rocking chairs.
Bye, Grandma. Bye, Grandpa.
And in the South, you need pest control you can trust to protect your home. That's why you need Cook's Pest Control.
Cook's Pest Control.
Hey, play for an ultra?
We playing for ultras? Brace you for an ultra?
Put an ultra on it.
Don't forget, there's ultras on the line.
I didn't.
The Ultra, superior like beer.
An orthopedic injury doesn't mean you have to spend hours in the ER. Houston Urgent Ortho now offers orthopedic urgent care 6 days a week. At Houston Urgent Ortho, see an orthopedic specialist for your fracture, sprain, strain, or pain. Everything you need for your orthopedic injury is here, because orthopedics is all we do. Go straight to the specialist. Go to Houston Urgent Ortho.
The Zydeco skate from right to left, wearing their same white uniforms as they did last night, with the red and blue letters and numbers as Moore destroys a member of the Zydeco, and Connor Green makes a save. Moore still has the puck. He'll turn and let it rip. Bailey Morissette will squeak it out of the defensive end. How about Kyle Moore starting tonight's game by laying the boom in a massive way. Brody Thornton with his head up. Storjahan, another chance at a hat trick. Coffey stops that, taps the puck out of midair with his stick. Now Storjahan with a fight. That one did not last long. But we've got a fight now. Kyle Moore will dance with Stephen Ford. Moore feeding him lefts. Coming over the top is Ford. Moore now with a hook, another, and down he goes. Not much of a chance for Stephen Ford. Kyle Moore wins that one in convincing fashion. "20 minutes on the clock, both teams on the sheet. The Columbus River Dragons and the Biloxi Breakers for the second of 3 regulation periods of hockey tonight on the Chattahoochee River. 3 combined goals in that first period. The first went to Kyle Heitzner, the former Dragon. The final 2, though, to the good guys. Alex Storjahan on the power play. Shortly thereafter, skates Scaldi at even strength. In this second period, Columbus will skate from right to left, wearing their red uniforms tonight, a Friday night, where we remember everyone deployed, while the Breakers skate from left to right. They're wearing their white uniforms with the blue letters and numbers along the back and on the sides. At the center ice faceoff dot is Ross Bartlett. He wears number 68 for the Biloxi Breakers. On the other side is Alexander Jemayev. He wears number 71 for your Columbus River Dragons. The two teams skating 5-on-5. Jemayev against Bartlett. This is Liam Gotimer saying, it's go time on the second period. The River Dragons open up with the exact same unit they began the game with. Jemayev in the middle with Horn and Joel Texmo on each of his wings. Joel's brother Lucas falls down as he collides with a breaker on the opening shift of the period. Jemayev has a loose puck to skate into, but Sharma gets there first. So I got to the arena today, and I parked my car, and I got out of my car, and 2 lovely folks pulled me aside and said, "Hey there, Liam. It was Matthew Horn's parents." I did not hesitate in telling them how impressive their son has been so far. as a shot goes high over Roy's glove and out of play. Lucchese and Storjahan on the faceoff. Lucchese wears number 88. Storjahan had a goal in the first period. Lucchese wins it back to the line. A blocker stop made by Roy. It nearly got behind him. The referee immediately, though, whistled, or signaled rather, no goal, as we have an offside. Back underway. Mike Wynn has a hit thrown onto him by Donhaven Valou. He's been impressive in his early career as a breaker. 5 points in 5 games. As Biloxi looks to figure out a recipe of the right players to win some hockey games. 5-24, 1-1-0 entering play tonight. They scored the game's first goal this evening. A very late icing called. Josh Colton looks to the linesman and says, really? The Breakers average 3.3 goals for per game. Columbus at 4.0 goals for per game. The problem for Biloxi has been on both ends of the ice. As the puck over to the glove side of Tyler Roy. Win in a tight area. Over to the near circle, it's worked over to the far side. The back door play, they score. Trey Fisher, number 9, gets the goal, and we are square here in Columbus. The puck movement east-west from the Biloxi Breakers leads to their second goal of the contest. Remember, it was earlier this season that these two teams played a game that saw 13 combined goals. A 7-6 overtime win for your River Dragons, capped off by Ryan Hunter serving as the hero. Hunter no longer with the team. Back with the ECHL South Carolina Stingrays as we have a very late offside to follow up a very late icing. Yaroslav Yevdokimov out there alongside his former teammate Lucas Pikarczyk. Remember, Yevdokimov was the captain of the Breakers. Burst onto the scene with the then Mississippi Seawolves. Had a 52-goal, 101-point season as Brody Thornton shoots. Blocked before getting to Sharma. Out of the zone it goes. So Samaro will twirl back. His pass goes awry, and now all alone, Heitzner slides it in. Two minutes and 40 seconds into the second period, this game has gone from 2-1 to 3-2. So Heitzner has his second of the game. That's 2 goals for Biloxi, by the way, in under a minute. officially 2 goals in 44 seconds. Columbus to get it back. Lucas Texmo the fling to the glove side of Sharma. On the ice is Skate Scaldi, Alexander Jemayev, Lucas Texmo, Kirk Underwood the captain, and the man in between the dots, that's Joel Texmo. There's a hit thrown from Joel onto a breaker. The physicality of Joel Texmo. We have a delayed penalty though. This will be 2 minutes for interference on the River Dragons. So perhaps that aggressiveness from Joel Texmo was actually a penalty. I didn't see interference there. Joel Texmo pleading his case as he goes to take a seat in the box. Let's recap the goals. The first for Biloxi here in this second period comes off the stick of Trey Fisher, number 9, his 5th goal of the season. Assisted by number 91, that's Amy Royer. And number 8, Darius Davidson. The third goal of the game for Biloxi, the one that gave them the lead coming at 2:40 of the second period, was Kyle Heitzner, number 93, his 2nd of the game and his 13th goal of the season, assisted by Lucas Pikarczyk and Declan Flanagan. The puck is dropped, the floor and decor penalty kill has commenced. The penalty officially comes at 3:25. It's 2 minutes for interference on Joel Texmo. So on the power play for Biloxi, it's Lucas Pikarczyk, Kyle Heitzner, who's on hat-trick watch, Ross Bartlett, number 68, who gloves it down. Bartlett has his stick slashed right out of his hands. That's going to be a penalty. Bartlett picks up his stick, drops it emphatically, showing every single person in the building, including the 4 officials, that Columbus will be down 2 men, which they will. A 5-on-3 for the Breakers. Players in the box. It's Lucas Texmo and Joel Texmo, the 2 brothers hanging out with one another.
That's Lucas Texmo for slashing at 4:01. Team 5-on-3, Biloxi 2-man advantage. Where Dragons continue with Florida Core penalty kick.
So here's a bid to the net, blocked. Excuse me, stopped by Roy. Yes, blocked by the goalie. Bartlett, who drew the second penalty for a slash out to Lucas Texmo. Near circle, Heitzner. The feed gets blocked into the skates of Underwood. Pikarczyk keeps it in. Lair Patakin, 23. Over for Pikarczyk, 27. Patakin's pass for Bartlett. Wickline couldn't come away with it shorthanded. Bartlett has a man teed up at the left side. That's Patakin. His drive goes out of play. Nobody knows where the puck is. It's in the mesh, yes.
All right, so let's have a PK out here. Let's get loud in here. Make some noise, guys. Let me hear you get loud.
False start on the face-off. We'll do it again. I'm losing it with how loud this music is in here tonight. My goodness. It's the loudest night of the season. Dana must have had a couple of C4s before sitting down and running the music tonight. A couple of Celsius energy drinks, I should say. So Pikarczyk near circle, shoots, it's blocked. That same unit still out there on the power play. There's 8 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Bartlett plays catch with Heitzner. Another backdoor play, this time for Pikarczyk. Roy was ready for that. Out of the box and hustling over to the spot is Joel Texmo, and he may set something up shorthanded. He takes a hit from Bartlett. Didn't have enough time to push that one north for Wickline, who was off to the races. If Joel had gotten to that puck. Those two are off to the races anyway. It's Cody Wickline with Joel Texmo. Wickline, the drop out of gas a little bit was Joel, but he remains on the hunt for the puck. Now he'll go off for a line change as the puck comes close to the River Dragon bench. Darius Davidson, he'll step around win. There in support though is Brody Thornton. It's smacked off of the stanchion, and now with speed, it's Horn! And how about that play from Ross Bartlett to get all the way down? He was the last line of defense outside of the goaltender, and to poke that puck away without taking a penalty. Nicely done. Now Heitzner, who has 2 goals tonight. Horn strips him. Horn for Galvin. Galvin, the center lane drive. On the backhand, he'll move it along down the boards. Galvin, a slapper. Misses Sharma. Pulling the puck back, creating some more time and space is Don Haven Valou. Up the ice, Lucchese. His pass over to the far wing. Samaro stepped up. You have Dokimov had streaked past center. He'll take a hit to the back from Carter Thornton. Yarrow now goes in front of the net, gets a tip. With the acquisition of Yaroslav Dokimov, Columbus with the 2 best names in the FPHL on their roster. Skate Scaldi and Yaroslav Dokimov. As straight away, a shot comes in, save made by Roy. The puck is loose. You have Dokimov right there to make the defensive play, but he'll chip it only as far as the far side half boards. The Breakers knock it down. They get a shot towards Roy's net, and he makes the glove save. We will be right back.
It feels like just yesterday our healing mission began. Inspired by visionaries, answering a higher calling. For 75 years, we've cared for this community, body, mind, and spirit. From checkups to life-saving heart surgery, from welcoming new life to supporting mental health and healing. For 3 generations, we've stood by your side, and our story is just beginning. Inspired by purpose, we are shaping the heart of healthcare.
We are 7 minutes and 24 seconds into the second period. Liam Gotimer back here with you on the River Dragons Broadcast Network. Kyle Heitzner, the former Dragon, has 2 out of the 3 goals for the Breakers. The other to Trey Fisher. Columbus, both goals coming in the first period and the last 2 minutes of the first period. First to Alex Storjahan on the power play, then Skate Scaldi. Storjahan, his 16th of the season. Scaldi, his first as a River Dragon. Puck one back for the Breakers. Trey Fisher looking for his second of the game. It goes into the netting. Fans, be sure to come out to the Civic Center tomorrow night. It's outdoors night. Presented by our friends over at Real Tree and Buffalo Rock Mountain Dew. Got the APX camo on the jerseys. All terrain. Doesn't get any better than that. Those jerseys, by the way, available for auction right now. Head to Dash. So Alexander Jemayev. Alongside him is Yaroslav Yevdokimov and Kyle Moore. Jemayev's pass deflects away from Joel Texmo, who will go on the chase after it. Joel Texmo stands behind his net. His defensive partner and Kirk Underwood firmly in the crease. Lucas Texmo steps up right outside of his blue line, though. His attempted dump in does not get deep. Biloxi ices the puck. It's an opponent icing brought to you by our friends over at Air Force Heating, Air, and Plumbing. The Breakers have surrendered 180 goals against. That's the most in the Continental. All but 3 of their losses have come when an opponent has scored 5 or more goals. Sharma out of his net. Flanagan takes a hit to the back. Fisher a quick tap from the far wing for an oncoming teammate. This is Amy Royer, number 91. He loses possession, and now catapulted up the ice will be Alex Storjahan, barely onside. Storjahan, Wickline in front. Samaro chipped it wide of the net. This will be icing on Biloxi. Faceoff will come right back to the side of Sharma. More on the Breakers for you all. They have not won a divisional game against anybody in the Continental except Baton Rouge. Royer wins the faceoff back for Flanagan. Pinching up from the blue line is Samaro. So Thornton, the only blue liner in front of Roy. He'll swipe it over to the Biloxi bench. Pushed over to the near wing now. Storjahan tries the other side of the ice. Samaro onto the tape of Wickline. He'll turn it back. Thornton has to move it quickly. Diving down before going off for a line change to prevent an icing is Justin Samaro. Nicely done, Justin. So Bartlett, he'll fire on, it misses the net. Near circle, Heitzner. Through the seam, a shot from the outside, denied by Roy. That was Connor Mullins who took the shot. Fans, be sure to stick around during the second intermission. We'll have a special guest joining us. It'll be Kevin Sabad, number 74, out injured tonight. Always a great time to have a player on the broadcast, and tonight it'll be Kevin Sabad. Here's Galvin. The pull-up. Mike Wynn. Skate to stick. It's Skate Scaldi. Scaldi on the backhand from the blue line to the corner. Biloxi's exit is successful. So Wynn will have to backtrack outside of the red line. Galvin gets to the logo. His pass finds Horn and Matthew Horn. Around the net. Tried to beat Sharma over to the near post. Lucas Pikarczyk alongside him is Kyle Heitzner. Another glove save by Roy as he's content with stopping the clock. Let's go to immediate timeout. We will be right back. The River Dragons trail by a goal.
Hey, grab me 1-2.
The difference with Beam isn't just speed, it's service that you can count on. And when you call, you'll reach real people who live right here. And when you connect, you'll feel the reliability that makes Beam stand out. And whether it's working from home, streaming your favorites, or keeping up with everyday life, Beam keeps it all running smoothly. And right now, get our 1 gig plan for just $60 a month for your first 3 months. Fast, dependable, and local. Beam Broadband, connection you can count on.
Lucchese and Jemayev near dot. Shots on goal 21-13 Biloxi. On the ice, Kirk Underwood, Lucas Texmo, Alexander Jemayev, Kyle Moore, and Yaroslav Yevdokimov. If you're just joining us, both of Columbus's goals came at the tail end of the first period as we have a River Dragons sliding into the end boards. That was the captain, Kirk Underwood. That'll be 2 minutes for a trip on Biloxi. Kyle Moore getting himself involved. Carter Thornton goes to the sin bin. Power play, as always, brought to you by our friends over at Publix. Did you get yourself a pup sub today, did you? I didn't, but I wish I did. Wickline gets physical off of the face-off win. This might be numbers for Biloxi. Driving to the cage is Lucas Pikarczyk. Columbus makes the defensive recovery. Tyler Barrow will fly out. Barely onside, if it was. Wickline out there with Yevdokimov, both players in the corner. It's dug out to the blue. Colton, Barrow. Far side circle, Yevdokimov. Tees up, Colton, score! Josh Colton nets his 6th goal of the season and his 4th on the power play. How about that dish, by the way, from Yaroslav Yevdokimov? His first point as a River Dragon. That was a bomb of a shot from Colton. Yevdokimov on the hunt. He scores! Yaroslav Yevdokimov in his River Dragon debut puts Columbus up ahead. That's why on WTVM last week, I noted that Yaroslav Yevdokimov, his acquisition, the biggest in franchise history for the River Dragons as far as a trade is concerned. We have a glass issue. Nothing that duct tape can't fix, boys. Talk about stripping the momentum right away from your opponent. The two goals come 12 seconds apart. First, it's Colton on the power play, his 6th goal of the year, assisted by Yaroslav Yevdokimov. He got the primary helper, the secondary assist to Cody Wickline. Then, right off of the faceoff, Yaroslav Yevdokimov would add a goal to his assist. A backhand beauty right through the legs of Rahul Sharma. The assist to Brody Thornton and Alexander Jemayev. Stanchion secured. Jemayev will take the faceoff against Brandon Lucchese once we're ready to go again. Columbus, 2 goals on 5 shots here in the second. The puck turned over to Liam Gotimer, but grabbed right back. It's Jemayev. He holds the puck around the net, centers for a teammate. The puck bounces onto the tape of Don Haven. Valou with speed. Valou will drive past Samaro to the back door, and Roy got a piece. Valou again, left point, save made. There's Connor Mullins with the shot. Tossed out to center. D to D. Here's Liam Gotimer, number 23, near a wing. His pass gets fumbled around by Thornton, but he'll set up perhaps an odd man rush anyway. Here's Yevdokimov with a lane, and Sharma got a piece with the glove. Yevdokimov again. He falls down, gets right back up. He's now in a board battle with Valou. Picks the puck out of the pile. A look for Samaro! Score! What a shot from Justin Samaro! His first goal of the season. That's 3 goals for the River Dragons in 1 minute and 19 seconds. Or, excuse me, 1 minute and 41 seconds.
River Dragons goal scored by number 23, Justin Samaro. Assisted with number 65, Brody Thornton, and number 87, Yaroslav Yevdokimov.
That puck grabbed by Roy. The River Dragons have turned a 3-2 deficit into a 5-3 lead. So the first goal comes on the power play at 11:39. Josh Colton on the power play. Assisted by Yaroslav Yevdokimov and Cody Wickline. Then at 11:51, Yevdokimov would score a goal. Assisted by Brody Thornton and Alexander Jemayev. Then, 1 minute and 7 seconds after that, Justin Samaro for Matthew Horn and Yaroslav Yevdokimov. That's a 3-point, 2-minute stretch for Yaroslav Yevdokimov. That's the type of player. was acquired from the Biloxi Breakers. I'd like to take this chance to thank Matt Stoya for everything he brought to the River Dragons organization and locker room, as Columbus will go to the floor and declare a penalty kill. Or will they? Is this on Biloxi, or is it on Columbus? I thought it was on Columbus first. But it was when Biloxi touched the puck, the whistle was blown. This is most certainly on Columbus. It's 2 minutes for a hook, and it's on Kirk Underwood. Now Biloxi heads back to the power play. Captain in the sin bin. A stick in the midsection of a breaker. Larry Patakin. Kyle Heitzner. Ross Bartlett atop the right circle. Here's the backdoor play. Heitzner for the hat trick. He did not get any piece of the puck, but he did get the outside of the net. Heitzner again to the blue. Bartlett. Darius Davidson, who has a point tonight, in front on the backhand. Roy somehow makes one save, then two, despite having his back turned to the play. Oh my goodness. You can wrap up saves of the week right there. Tyler Roy, your winner. Bartlett gets kicked out of the dot. Heitzner comes in to replace. Glove save made by Roy on Davidson. River Dragons and the Breakers will play once again tomorrow night. Puck drops at 7:05. Coverage begins at 6:35 on YouTube Live. Patakin. A high riser that misses the net. Pikarczyk, far wall. Bartlett beneath the goal line. Diving to take the passing lane away was Samaro. He gets back up to his skates now as the pass comes for Davidson. Here's Patakin shooting. He had a man at the near post. That was Bartlett, who's forced to pick it up as it comes off of the backboards. Bartlett's pass closed off by the River Dragons. The clear, though, hit a Dragon. Roy slides over to the far post to make a 10-bell save. Wickline collides onto Pikarczyk. Heitzner's pass to the top. Patakin had trouble with it, but despite being in a tight area, he turned the right way to prevent a shorthanded breakaway. Columbus still in the box for 22 ticks. Now they get the clear they need. Kyle Moore first on it, shorthanded. Moore takes a lap around the net, waits for help. Moore across, Wickline, he'll take a lap around the net and fall down. Now Carter Thornton and Cody Wickline will go. I just don't understand why Carter Thornton would go to Cody Wickline like that after Wickline had just lost an edge behind the net. I just don't get it. You could say that perhaps Wickline came a little close to Sharma, but that's just filling your lane. I don't agree with that at all. And Carter Thornton wants to hear it from the crowd. I just don't get that one, to be honest. Trying to spark something out of your team, but to go towards a player who is down at the end boards, see him down trying to get back up, and then to give him a couple of cross checks to the back, really don't like it at all. Let's go to immediate timeout. I'll try to wrap my head around Carter Thornton's behavior when we come back.
Hey, grab me one too.
Special thank you, as always, to our hometown hero, Columbus this evening, wearing red, where we remember everyone deployed. The River Dragons Military Night coming up in less than a month, Saturday, February the 21st. The PD Ice Cats will pay a visit to the lair. Military Appreciation Night, always one of the biggest nights of the year. I can't wait. PD coming to town, an opponent we haven't seen in a little while.
Penalty, number 86, Carter Thornton. 2 minutes for roughing.
Carter Thornton gets the only penalty, 2 minutes for roughing. That, my friends watching, is the right call.
Make some noise, Blizzard Dragon, to kill the penalty.
Roughed up Cody Wickline for no good reason. So Wickline far corner to the near corner. Now at the half wall, it's Tyler Barrow. Barrow and Storjahan linked up on a power play goal on Saturday night. Storjahan shoots and Sharma comes out to close that angle down. Would have been cool if I touched on Barrow to Storjahan from Saturday night. Then Barrow to Storjahan again. That time though, Rahul Sharma made his 12th save of the game. 12 out of 17. Can Yaroslav Yevdokimov make it a 4-point period? He's got the puck. He shoots. Save made. Rebound. Play was blown dead. The referee might have lost sight of the puck. Would have probably been a goal and another point for Yaroslav Yevdokimov if the whistle had not come. Wickline will oppose Heitzner. So Storjahan, far circle. Here is Tyler Barrow, number 8, leading point producer on the club. Wickline at the goal line. Barrow into the circle. Storjahan for Wickline. Barrow gets it back. Outer edge of the near circle. Now straight away. Underwood will fling into the catching glove of Rahul Sharma. Biloxi out shooting Columbus 26-19. In the box is Carter Thornton. A roughing penalty that was definitely deserved. That one still grinds my gears, even with the penalty called. Kyle Moore, Alexander Jemayev. He'll peel right away from Brendan Spinelli, who dropped the gloves with Skate Scaldi in the first period. Colton the dish. Thornton down low. He'll switch places with Galvin, who sends it to the top. Colton back for Galvin. Colton already has a power play goal tonight. Moore, rink wide. His pass for Colton takes a tip off of the stick of Pikarczyk. Now a scrum, full-blown scrum in the far corner. On the chase after it is Galvin. The clearing attempt stopped down by the fire starter of the night, Kyle Moore. Jemayev, far dot, activating is Thornton. He holds the puck behind the net, squarely onto his forehand now. His feed eludes Moore. Moore will send it right back up for Thornton, though. As a three-man unit, Thornton with Jemayev and Galvin. Galvin shoots, looking to pick the glove side of Sharma. It hit the corner boards instead. Stretched ahead for Kyle Heitzner. And now Heitzner a 1-on-3. Roy closes the pads to make a save. And 5 players of support. Colton up the near wing. Deflects onto the stick of Demetrius Christou, number 5. Fisher will turn back. The puck bounces. Underwood looking for it. It comes for his defensive partner in Lucas Texmo. And despite taking a hit at the near flank, here comes Matthew Horn. He'll wait and shoot, and Sharma makes the catch. Thank you so much to everybody tuning into tonight's game on YouTube Live and Sportfeed. We'll be right back at it tomorrow, just a half hour earlier. A reminder, every single game for the River Dragons is streamed live. The coverage begins a half hour before the scheduled puck drop. Horn out there alongside Joel Texmo and Skate Scaldi. Scaldi's got a hot stick. Bartlett will turn it. Ross Bartlett, number 68. He's got a man on behind. Instead, he'll shoot onto the glove hand of Roy and hit the window. Under 60 seconds to play here in the second. There's a takeaway. Here's Joel Texmo. Skate Scaldi. It's the post. Scaldi came inches away from two. Ross Bartlett blocked by Lucas Texmo. I've got to get chatting on the chat. I've got to get Skate Scaldi on chatting on the Chattahoochee stat. Cody Wickline. Schedule's mixed up a little bit, but next week it's coming. There's the toss out of the defensive zone for Biloxi. Lucas Texmo up the ice. It deflects off of the stick of Heitzner. Storjahan will drive down the near wing. 10 seconds to go. Don Haven Valou will catapult the puck out to center at the logo. What a pass from Thornton. Here is Storjahan. Back pass Wickline. His drive blocked before getting to Sharma. The second period ends with the score 5-3 Columbus.
Biloxi Breakers 3. Shots on goal for the Dragons in the second period, 11.
The River Dragons with a burst of offense in that second period. They fell behind 3-2, but they've come back to take a 5-3 advantage. I'll be back alongside Kevin Sabad to talk all about it in just a moment, right after this commercial break on the River Dragons Broadcast Network.
It's hockey time on the Chattahoochee. Your Columbus River Dragons are back in action this weekend for 2 nights against the Biloxi Breakers. Friday, January 30th is Women in Business Night, brought to you by the East Alabama Chamber with puck drop at 7:35. Then on Saturday, January 31st, don't miss a brand new Outdoors Night, brought to you by Realtree of Buffalo Rock with puck drop at 7:05. Get your tickets now at the Civic Center box office or by visiting ourdragons.com. He shoots and you score. Let's go Dragons.
Hey River Dragons fans, today we're showing you how to get your tickets on FIVO.
Step 1, open FIVO.
Step 2, pick your game.
Step 3, choose your seats.
And you can add merch right before checkout.
That was actually really easy.
Yep, FIVO keeps everything really simple.
Get your River Dragons tickets today on FIVO.
All right, here's the game plan. Tickets, food, drinks. You forgot popcorn. Popcorn, please. I'm talking about the family 4-pack.
That's a new play?
Even better, 4 tickets to a River Dragons game, 4 Chick-fil-A entrees, 4 hot dogs, 4 sodas, 4 popcorns, all for just $40. Boom!
Did somebody say boom? Coach, can families run that play too? Only if they act fast. Clock's ticking.
The family 4-pack, 4 tickets, $40. We'll see you at the rink. Let's go Dragons.
A warm welcome back to the River Dragons Broadcast Network. Liam Gotimer here inside of the press box. Alongside me is number 74, Kevin Sabad. How you doing, Kevin?
Me.
Of course, it's a pleasure to have you. Kevin, the score is 5-3 after 40 minutes of play tonight. I'm curious, what did you see out of your teammates so far in tonight's game?
We're spending a lot of time running around in our own zone, not being very
not locking down the front of the net, which is where most of their goals have come from. But the guys have been, really good bouncing back and getting those 2 goals in quick succession at, beginning of the second. And then just, keeping the pressure on it's a very important thing for us to do.
Kevin, let's talk about Yaroslav Yevdokimov. He's making his River Dragon debut tonight. He had 3 points in less than 2 minutes. I'm curious, sitting up there in the suite, what have you seen out of number 87, and what do you think he's going to bring to the group just as an offense? He is by far the smoothest skater I've seen out there tonight. He's always in the right spot, it seems. He's a veteran. He's been in this league. He's played in higher leagues as well, so he knows where to go and what to do at all times. And I think that gives his line mates a little more, time and space to find those open areas where he can give them a good pass, or he can just do it himself. He's got all the tools. He certainly does. He's got all the tools in his toolbox. Kevin, let's talk about you. The last time that the fans saw you out there on the ice, you were flying down that near wing, got all the way to the net. How are you feeling after taking a little bit of a crash into the net? It's always unfortunate when, you get hurt. Thankfully, the medical staff and the entire organization have been very, very good to me. And, I'm being taken care of. I'm going to do my best and everything in my power to get back as soon as possible. But as of right now, that's still up in the air. We certainly miss you out there, Kevin. I would love to be out there. So it's been a solid first year as a River Dragon for you. I'm curious, just personally, how are you feeling so far this season? New city, new group of teammates. How are you adjusting? Everyone's welcomed us with open arms. My wife and I, we really appreciate everything the fans and the boosters and teammates do for us. On the ice, it's just hockey. At the end of the day, you're still playing hockey. You're trying to find, a little bit of chemistry with your line mates and your teammates. I come to the rink every day being the happiest guy on earth. I love all these guys. It's so much fun to come to the rink. This is a place where guys want to stay, and there's a reason behind that, and I aim to be one of those guys. There's something very powerful behind that statement, Columbus being a place where guys want to stay. Yeah, it's one of those places where even last year when we just came through for a few games, I was like, wow, okay, so this exists? All right, I want to come here. It's better on the other side of it, isn't it? Yeah, it really is. Well, Kevin, thank you so much for taking the time, and we're looking forward to seeing you back out there on the ice soon. Of course, thank you very much. Awesome. Well, we'll send it to another quick break right here on the River Dragons Broadcast Network. Then, when we come back, it's the Out-of-Town Scoreboard brought to you by our friends over at Zelmo Zippin, and another look at the standings entering play tonight around the FPHL. Go Dragons.
Hey, grab me one too.
Hey, it's Bill, your foodie guy, and you know I love food, right? So we've teamed up with Mike and Ed's Barbecue in Columbus on Schaumburg Road and our friends at Pepsi Buffalo Rock to create $1 Wing Wednesday. Look what I've got here. I've got a pile of wings, I've got my celery, and I've got my free Pepsi. I'll see you at Mike and Ed's on Schaumburg Road in Columbus. $1 Wing Wednesday. See you there.
In the South, there's a few things your home needs. Like you need a strong fan on a hot day.
It's so hot.
Like Friday nights need football.
Game day!
Like front porches gotta have rocking chairs.
Bye, Grandma. Bye, Grandpa.
And in the South, you need pest control you can trust to protect your home. That's why you need Cook's Pest Control.
Cook's Pest Control.
Playing for an ultra?
We playing for ultras? Brace you for an ultra?
Put an ultra on it.
Don't forget, there's ultras on the line.
I didn't.
How you like me now? How you like me
Michelob Ultra, superior light beer.
An orthopedic injury doesn't mean you have to spend hours in the ER. Houston Urgent Ortho now offers orthopedic urgent care 6 days a week. At Houston Urgent Ortho, see an orthopedic specialist for your fracture, sprain, strain, or pain. Everything you need for your orthopedic injury is here, because orthopedics is all we do. Go straight to the specialist. Go to Houston Urgent Ortho.
Dad, are we there yet?
Not even close.
Sweet.
Have we gone too far? Maybe, but life's too short not to.
The Subaru Forester Hybrid, 581 miles per tank. Love goes the extra mile.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
A warm welcome back to the River Dragons Broadcast Network. Liam Gotimer back here with you, your play-by-play broadcaster. We have exactly 8 minutes left on the clock here in the second intermission before the puck drops on the third period. The River Dragons have a 5-3 lead. They scored 3 goals in less than 2 minutes in that second period. My, oh my, those 3 goals, sweet as pie. First it was Josh Colton, then it was the newest River Dragon, Yaroslav Yevdokimov, capped off by Justin Samaro. With that, it's time for the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by our friends over at Zelmo's Zippin. The Binghamton Black Bears and the Twin City Thunderbirds. Twin City, they're up 4-2 in the third. The Black Bears in their last game prior to tonight got shut out by the PD Ice Cats on home ice. The most rare of occasions. Now they're down 2 goals on home ice again, not getting shut out, but losing to the Twin City Thunderbirds. Elsewhere, PD and Athens. That has become a rivalry around the FPHL. It's 1-0. PD has the lead in the second period. The Blue Ridge Bobcats have a 5-2 lead over the Danbury Hat-Tricks. That game in the second period. The Port Huron Prowlers, they're visiting the Watertown Wolves. It's 2-1 Port Huron in the third. The Indiana Sentinels, they're on the road in Topeka, facing the Scarecrows. It's 2-1 Sentinels in the second period. One final game to tell you all about. That's the Monroe Moccasins. They have a 1-0 lead in the second period over the Baton Rouge Zydeco. And of course, right here on the Chattahoochee River, I'd be remiss if I did not tell you all, once again, what the score is here in Columbus. It's 5-3 River Dragons. The 5 goals for the good guys from 5 different players in this order. Alex Dorjahan, Skate Scaldi, Josh Colton, Yaroslav Yevdokimov, Justin Samaro. With the goals, Tyler Roy, 19 out of 22. Binghamton has scored, so it's 4-3. Now, a live update for your out-of-town scoreboard. Now let's take a peek at the standings. Entering play today around the Federal Prospects Hockey League. Monroe in the lead in the Continental. They have a slim advantage over Baton Rouge. The Athens Rock Lobsters are losing right now, so if this score holds and the score in Athens holds, the River Dragons will be just 16 points behind the Rock Lobsters. The PD Ice Cats, they are in fourth. They are the team taking on the Rock Lobsters, the team that has a 1-0 lead over Athens right now. The Twin City Thunderbirds, they are in fifth. They are 1 point behind PD. They are facing the Binghamton Black Bears in Binghamton. Just a 1-goal lead for Twin City in that game. In sixth, that's the Baton Rouge Zydeco. They were just here, and they'll be back in February. The Biloxi Breakers who are here tonight, they have just 18 points. They're in last. The Empire, well, that's led by the Black Bears. As I mentioned, they're going through a little bit of a tough stretch, if you could even call it a tough stretch. 88 points. They got shut out in their last game. They're losing right now, but they got a goal back. Port Huron is in second. They are very, very far behind the Black Bears, if we're being quite honest, 30 points. The Topeka Scarecrows are in third. The Blue Ridge Bobcats are in fourth. The Danbury Hattricks, who are taking on the Blue Ridge Bobcats tonight, are trailing the Bobcats by just 1 point. Watertown is in sixth. Indiana is in seventh. That is your completed look at standings around the Federal Prospects Hockey League entering play tonight. With that one final commercial break, then when we come back, we've got Saves of the Week, brought to you by our friends over at Kinetic Credit Union, followed by the puck dropping on the third.
The difference with Beam isn't just speed, it's service that you can count on. And when you call, you'll reach real people who live right here. And when you connect, you'll feel the reliability that makes Beam stand out. Now, whether it's working from home, streaming your favorites, or keeping up with everyday life, Beam keeps it all running smoothly. And right now, get our 1 gig plan for just $60 a month for your first 3 months. Fast, dependable, and local. Beam Broadband, connection you can count on.
An orthopedic injury doesn't mean you have to spend hours in the ER. Houston Urgent Ortho now offers orthopedic urgent care 6 days a week. At Houston Urgent Ortho, see an orthopedic specialist for your fracture, sprain, strain, or pain. Everything you need for your orthopedic injury is here, because orthopedics is all we do. Go straight to the specialist. Go to Houston Urgent Ortho.
In the South, there's a few things your home needs. Like you need a strong fan on a hot day.
It's so hot.
Like Friday nights need football.
Game day!
Like front porches gotta have rocking chairs.
Bye, Grandma. Bye, Grandpa.
And in the South, you need pest control you can trust to protect your home. That's why you need Cook's Pest Control.
Cook's Pest Control.
And now a 2-on-1 perhaps. The shot comes from deep in the zone. That was Blake Keller who took it. Roy made the save. Keller has it once more. He's got a trailer, the shot comes in, and Roy shuts it down. Ryan Hunter also back. Barrow, the fire starter of the night. Fires into the logo of green. Cox left wing, looking for a tip. He's got one. Babin kicks it away. As this might be a shorthanded breakaway for the Zydeco, and it is. It's Katola to the backhand. And Roy whacks that puck straight to the corner. Here's Ben Johnson, a drop pass, and Roy comes all the way out and says, "Get out of here with that one," as we have a penalty on the River Dragons. But not before Tyler Roy stonewalled the visitors. Alex Storjohn steps around Ford. His pass for Moore takes a tip. Ford will whack it over to the left wing boards, and now this will be a shorthanded break. Bailey Morissette scored last night, and Trevor Babin said, "Get out of here with that one." 20 minutes on the clock. Both teams on the sheet. The Columbus River Dragons and the Biloxi Breakers for the final period of regulation hockey tonight on the Chattahoochee River. Columbus with 5 goals tonight, all from different players. In this order, Alex Torjahan on the power play, Skate Scaldi at even strength, Josh Colton on the power play, Yaroslav Yevdokimov in his River Dragon debut, and last but certainly not least, Justin Samaro. It'll be Alexander Jemayev and Ross Bartlett on the center ice face-off circle. Columbus attacks from left to right, Biloxi from right to left. Tyler Roy and Rahul Sharma remain in the crease for their respective teams. The unit opening up the period, the same set of 5 players that began the game. Alexander Jemayev, who has the puck. Alongside him is Kyle Moore, number 15, Yaroslav Yevdokimov, Lucas Texmo, who took the blast, and Kirk Underwood, who's paired up with Lucas. There's an icing on the opponent, Air Force Heating, Air, and Plumbing. Thank you very much.
Icing brought to you by Twin Peaks.
Next 3 games for Biloxi, of course, tomorrow night. Then they travel back to Athens. Then they host the River Dragons at the Mississippi Coast Coliseum, which is the largest venue in the FPHL, by the way. Fun fact for you all. So the faceoff comes out to center ice. We are back underway. So Kirk Underwood, number 11. His bank is collected by Don Haven Valou. On the backhand, he'll sweep it down the wing. For Kirk Underwood, who's on the ice right now, 18 games until he will pass Austin Doe for the all-time games played lead in franchise history. As Lucas Texmo shoots, he'll go against the grain, the puck picked off by Demetrius Christou, who wears number 5. This will be a 3-on-2 for Biloxi. Thwarted, though, from Josh Colton. Barrow, right next to his own bench. Across the ice, Storjahan, the pass for Wickline, deflected right into the gear. Of the goaltender. We have a new goaltender in there, by the way, for Biloxi. It's Anton Borodkin. He backed up Rahul Sharma. So perhaps Charlie Pence Jr. didn't like what he saw out of his goaltender. Borodkin coming into this game at the start of the 3rd period. I looked over to the goal. I said, hey, that's not a 4 on his sleeve. That's a 1. It's not Rahul Sharma. It's Anton Borodkin, who the River Dragons faced in Blue Ridge as a save made by Roy. A minute 51 into the period. River Dragons faced Borodkin. They beat him up so bad that the Bobcats had to pull him from the game. Blue Ridge ended up winning that game on home ice. Borodkin wears number 31, Rahul Sharma, who got the start tonight. His evening concludes making 15 saves on 20 River Dragon shots. So Mike Wynn behind Tyler Roy. Here come the Dragons. Matthew Horn. Ryan Galvin will attach himself to the flank. Take a hit from Mullins. Behind the net, it's Horn. His backhanded pass from behind the net does not find its intended receiver. So it's chipped into the attacking zone and chased after by the Breakers. Galvin will use the wall at center ice. Horn goes rink wide, and Mike Wynn will funnel that puck deep behind Borodkin. The lone forechecker for the River Dragons is Yaroslav Yevdokimov. If you stuck around during the second intermission, you heard what Kevin Sabat had to say about the River Dragons' newest acquisition. Puck just seems to find him. As Yevdokimov will shoot, it trickles towards Borodkin. The line right now featuring Yevdokimov is Yaroslav Yevdokimov, Kyle Moore, and Alexander Jemayev. As Pikarchuk will shoot. That deflects off of the stick of Samaro. Pikarchuk has it again. His float feed down low is collected by himself. He got to his own puck. Now in the near corner, Jemayev could not get it out. So Moore will have to come back and assist his teammates. He gets it out to center ice. Fabian Leonard stands his ground, and he'll shoot a shot onto Tyler Roy, who paddles it over to the near wing. Don Haven Valou. He's been the most notable player offensively outside of Kyle Heitzner, who has 2 goals for Biloxi tonight. There's a man up ice, it's Kyle Moore. Brody Thornton was unable to get it there. He does get it to Alexander Jemayev, who will fight through a couple of sticks. Now Jemayev, alongside him is Moore. After the puck is Tyler Barrow. Leonard able to move it away from Barrow and Moore. Now, across the ice, Kyle Heitzner picks up the puck in stride. His pass back to the trailer completely misses. Here's a chance for Biloxi, as they have nearly danced through the defense in front of Roy. There's a whack out of midair from Storjahan. How about that hand-eye coordination from number 4? The puck comes back to Borodkin, who will steer it over for his defense. Here's Tyler Barrow. He's got a step. He drops it back. Wickline! I believe Borodkin may have gotten a piece. Barrow tumbled into the end wall. He's okay. A slapper! Oh, it got through Borodkin, but not past the goal line. Valou's pass picked off by Storjahan. Barrow waiting at the opposition's blue line if the puck comes to him, which it doesn't. Instead, this might be numbers. Win and Valou come together. Roy went down. 5:24 into the third period. Each team will grab a line change. Wynn's still out there, though, alongside Josh Colton. Skate Scaldi, who scored his first goal as a River Dragon. Up north, he goes. Scaldi lets it go over to the right point. Colton lets it fly. That one deflected, perhaps by Galvin. Was looking for the net, got the stick of Joel Texmo. Now it's Scaldi and Galvin. Both along the far side of the offensive zone. The puck comes for Spinelli, who will skate away from Joel Texmo and Ryan Galvin. Feed it up for a teammate. Now Darius Davidson's bid is stopped, and he is rocked by Mike Wynn. And Wynn goes down, and Davidson falls as they collide. Interesting. You have Dokimov at the goal line. He has Scaldi join him. Scaldi's past the vision for Jemayev. Backs it up for Thornton. Here's Samaro already with a goal tonight. Shot from the left side, that one misses. Seven minutes exactly gone by here in this third period. The shots on goal are 30-22 in favor of the road side. Kyle Moore, the fire starter of the night, forces Borodkin to close those pads right up. Let's go to immediate timeout. 12:49 on the clock here in the third.
The difference with Beam isn't just speed, it's service that you can count on. And when you call, you'll reach real people who live right here. And when you connect, you'll feel the reliability that makes Beam stand out. And whether it's working from home, streaming your favorites, or keeping up with everyday life, Beam keeps it all running smoothly. And right now, get our 1 gig plan for just $60 a month for your first 3 months. Fast, dependable, and local. Beam Broadband, connection you can count on.
It's hockey time on the Chattahoochee. Your Columbus River Dragons are back in action this weekend for 2 nights against Biloxi Breakers. Friday, January 30th is Women in Business Night, brought to you by the East Alabama Chamber with puck drop at 7:35. Then on Saturday, January 31st, don't miss a brand new Outdoors Night, brought to you by Realtree and Buffalo Rock with puck drop at 7:05. Get your tickets now at the Civic Center box office or by visiting ourdragons.com. He shoots and you score. Let's go Dragons.
Feature the countdown. I gotta have my countdown. But I'd be doing myself a disservice and every member of this band if I didn't perform the hell out of this. Guess what? I got fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Never a bad thing to have more cowbell. 12:49 left to play in regulation tonight. The River Dragons with a 2-goal lead. It is 5-3. Yaroslav Yevdokimov, a 3-point game in his River Dragon debut. Alexander Jemayev, Kyle Moore. Moore left side. Across the ice, here's Samaro. He'll look to go rink wide, but that puck taken by Ross Bartlett. Bartlett, a slap shot, kicked away by Roy. Heitzner, the sauce. Far wing, Bartlett to the outside, a drive denied by Roy's pad. Kyle Moore will steamroll down the near wing. He's got a man, it's Yevdokimov to the back door. They score! Two goals tonight for Justin Samaro and make it a 4-point evening already for Yaroslav Yevdokimov. A goal and 3 assists for Yaroslav Yevdokimov. Justin Samaro, 2 goals tonight.
River Dragons goals scored by number 23, Justin.
Here's Wickline, he gets knocked down, Barakin covers.
Yaroslav Yevdokimov, number 15, Kyle Moore at 7:57 in the third period. At Samaro, Yevdokimov, and Moore. River Dragons goal at 7:57.
If you did not hear it, the goal comes at 7:57. It's Justin Samaro. Started tonight's game with no goals, now he has 2. The primary assist to Yaroslav Yevdokimov, the secondary helper to Kyle Moore. It'll be Tyler Barrow, Cody Wickline, and Alex Storjahan on the ice right now. Swiveling right through the defense will be Luke Casey. That hit the back glass. Storjahan, patient with it. On the backhand, it's airlifted. Wickline chasing it down. Storjahan and Barrow do well to keep it in for the moment, but now Don Haven Ballou. Over to the left wing side, Roy comes out of his net, nearly collides with Thornton. Spinelli will shoot into the glove of Roy, who makes the catch and drops the puck down. Barrow outside of his own blue line. He'll spin and send the puck off of the boards. Out to neutral it comes now. Ballou. 9-10 into the period. This may be numbers for Columbus, but it's whacked by Leonard. That'll be a hand pass, but he prevented a 2-on-1.
Hand pass, Biloxi.
It's 6-3 River Dragons. 6 goals on 24 shots tonight. If you're just joining us, Rahul Sharma pulled from this game. 15 saves on 20 shots. Anton Baratkin in the cage now, 3 out of 4 to begin the third. On the other side, Tyler Roy bidding for his 4th straight win in between the pipes for the River Dragons. He's made 28 denials this evening. Here's Skate Scaldi. He scored a goal and hit a post tonight. The River Dragons do well to keep it in. The final 10-10 of tonight's game coming your way right now. The Breakers establish possession in the offensive zone. The puck pulled to the backhand by Davidson. Out of the net is Roy. And despite sliding from side to side, he got a touch on that puck. Biloxi still with it. Demetrius Christou, he shoots, it's blocked by Colton. Scaldi sees that pass go off of his skate. Colton calling for it, but Scaldi instead will toss it off of the far corner boards. Upon the zone exit, deflected by Fisher. Out of the net comes Roy. Thornton leaves it off for a teammate. This is Alexander Jemayev. Puck comes to the side of Borodkin. He waits for an icing that does not come. Bartlett on the backhand from along the wall. There's a stick lift from Jemayev. And now Jemayev. He's got a man on behind. That was Yevdokimov. You're starting to see the chemistry form. Jemayev behind the net. He's defended by the big-bodied Lair Patakin on defense for Biloxi. Now Heitzner, who has 2 goals tonight. 0 lane to the net thanks to Justin Samaro's defensive awareness. Yevdokimov will go off for a line change. Here's Brody Thornton with speed. He takes a stick up high. His backside collides into the referee, who got out of the way in just enough time. Brody Thornton is down. He's back up now. The athletic trainer for the River Dragons comes out. There's Trish.
And we have number 65, the Dragons, Brody Thornton.
The guilty party is Lucas Pikarczyk. Columbus will go to the Public's power play with a chance for a touchdown, plus the extra point. We'll be right back to the River Dragons Broadcast Network.
Let Shred Away, a division of the Overby Company, take care of all your document shredding needs. We can design a custom shredding program for your business today. No need to purchase equipment, no maintenance expenses, no need to prepare records for destruction, increase employee productivity, increase security, no worry. Was it really destroyed? Right now, all new customers can receive 10% off. Shred Away, a division of the Overby Company, locally owned and operated in downtown Columbus. That's Shred Away, 706-577-9668.
Vector Ply Corporation is a world-leading manufacturer of carbon, fiberglass, and Kevlar composite fabrics located in Phoenix City, Alabama. Our customers depend on us to produce iconic brands such as Malibu and Nautique boats, Cub Crafter airplanes, and the historic C8 mid-engine Corvette. Even the light poles surrounding the Columbus Civic Center were produced by a Vector Ply customer using Vector Ply fabrics. If you're looking for an exciting career with a growing manufacturer located right here in the Chattahoochee Valley, visit our website, VectorPly.com, to learn more about Vector Ply and our opportunities.
Blood drawn from the face of Brody Thornton as a result of the high stick. What does that mean? Well, if it's a high sticking penalty that includes no blood from the player who received the high stick, then it's just 2 minutes. If there is blood, then it's 4 minutes, which makes it a double minor. We have a double minor right now. If Columbus scores inside the opening 2 minutes, of the 4 minutes of power play time they have to work with, they will have another 2 minutes of power play time coming their way. Lucas Texmo with power play time. Kirk Underwood, his defensive partner. He'll wind up, think about a slap shot, then back it up. To give it go with Wickline. Underwood has the puck back. Wickline, cross corner, intended for Barrow. The puck bounces perfectly onto the tape of Carter Thornton, who will step around Lucas Texmo, get to his own puck, And now the Breakers, despite being down 3 goals and with 8 minutes left to go in regulation, they will play keeper. The puck deflected out of play, and now a faceoff will come outside of the Columbus blue line. Alex Storjahan opened the scoring tonight for the River Dragons at 18-13 of the first period. Tied the game in that moment for Columbus, who fell behind 1-0 to begin tonight's game. Storjahan shoots, caught by Brock. That was a 3-on-1 in deep for the River Dragons. Storjahan let it rip from in between the circles, plural. Jemayev, Yevdokimov, Kyle Moore out there. And to think that the River Dragons offense is humming as well as it is without Ryan Hunter. It's going to be a sight to see when Hunter is back. Wishing him all the best with the South Carolina Stingrays, as there's a goal! Jemayev on the power play! Beautifully done by Josh Colton to activate from the blue line, have his head up all the way, look across the ice, realize that he has Alexander Jemayev parked at the far post. He got the biscuit there, and Jemayev made no mistake. For Alexander Jemayev, his power play goal in this moment accounts for his 3rd of the season. Since the goal did come with 2 minutes and 47 seconds remaining on the 4-minute double minor, the River Dragons will be on the Public's power play for another 2 minutes.
River Dragon power play goal scored by number 71, Alexander Jemayev. Passes by number 5, Josh Colton, and number 15, Kyle Moore. 12.
Jemayev calling for the puck is Colton. He does not send the puck there. Kyle Moore, who had an assist on Jemaev's most recent power play goal. Here is Colton after the pass from Wynn. Colton with a one-handed swipe. You have Yevdokimov, Colton, left side Moore. Colton's got it back now. Jemayev back for Colton. Wynn, left point. Colton, straight on. Hits the window, it pops back in front. You have Yevdokimov trying to gain body position. Here is Colton once more. Borodkin stops that. Columbus still on the power play for another 65 seconds. There's a clear though. Only as far as right outside of the blue line. So Colton will bring it right back in. Moore from behind the net. What a pass. Colton does not shoot. Instead, he'll dish for Jemayev. Jemayev, Moore deflected by Carter Thornton. Now Thornton has the puck, and he dumped it down. As I touched on during previous broadcasts, I've become very close with Josh Colton in trying to dissect the River Dragons power play. He told me just about the success that the Motor City Rockers had when they put Mike Wynn on the power play. And of course, such an embarrassment of riches for the River Dragons. You could put almost every player out there on the bench on the power play. That's how talented this group is. But it's interesting to see head coach Bouchard giving Mike Wynn a chance on the man advantage. There's a high stick onto Horn. That's going to be called. Horn back up and into the play. Samaro will wind up, not take the slapper. Joel Texmo on left side. Galvin down to the goal line. Here's Wickline. He'll try to bank it in off of the helmet of Borodkin. He makes the save in the far corner. The touch is secured by the roadside. Right back to the Public's power play, the River Dragons goal. This will be just 2 minutes, I believe. A huddle, including Lucas Texmo, Justin Somero, Cody Wickline, and Tyler Barrow. A fifth player comes into the fray, Alex Storjon. And it's a double minor penalty on Lucchese.
Biloxi penalty, number 88.
That puck did escape the blue line, so that's offside on Columbus. The River Dragons will be on the Public's power play for 3 minutes and 56 seconds out of the 5 minutes and 7 seconds remaining in regulation time. That's fun. Ain't it fun? Somebody call Paramore. Okay. So Lucas Texmo with some speed. The rookie blue liner out of Minnesota, Ontario, 20 years old. Cody Wickline, he's stripped. And now Pete Karchek. This will be a 1-on-2. Somero gets back. Roy makes the save. No problem there for 35. 28 seconds into this double minor penalty for high sticking to Brandon Lucchese. We will head to our last media timeout tonight.
It's hockey time on the Chattahoochee. Your Columbus River Dragons are back in action this weekend for 2 nights against Biloxi Breakers. Friday, January 30th is Women in Business Night, brought to you by the East Alabama Chamber with puck drop at 7:35. Then on Saturday, January 31st, don't miss the brand new Outdoors Night, brought to you by Realtree and Buffalo Rock with puck drop at 7:05. Get your tickets now at the Civic Center box office or by visiting ourdragons.com. He shoots and you score. Let's go Dragons.
Tomorrow night will be outdoors night here at the Dragon's Lair. The club will be wearing APX camo, brought to you by our friends over at Realtree and Buffalo Rock Mountain Dew. I'd like to think I've been calling games for quite a long time. Those camo uniforms for outdoors night, those might be the best jerseys I have ever seen. Best specialty jerseys. Best primary uniforms, well, that would be the River Dragons red uniforms they're wearing right now. I can't pick which one I like the most. Seriously, I was going to buy myself a jersey earlier this week and I just couldn't pick a color. What color would you get if you bought yourself a River Dragon jersey? Let me know in the YouTube live chat. I was thinking either the black or the teal. But the white, too. Something like the white. Here's Lucas Texmo. He stopped down. Carter Thornton will get a clear. 2:50 left on the Public's power play. Brandon Lucchese in the box, serving the remainder of his double minor for a high stick. Back after the puck will be Demetrius Christo. He wears number 5 on the new look defense for Biloxi. Carter Thornton's pass to the trailer. All wrapped up is Kyle Heitzner. Joel Texmo with the puck beneath the goal line. With 2:05 and counting remaining on the Public's power play. Kyle Moore. A 4-point game for Kyle Moore, all of them assists. Moore will shoot. Rodkin makes the pad denial. Up along the near post.
Let's go Dragons!
Kyle Moore gains the line. Joel Texmo over to the boards. Josh Colton fumbled it, and now Don Haven-Ballou has a man driving to the net. Instead, he'll hold on to the puck. Mike Wynn will now skate over to the far corner with 2.5 minutes remaining. He'll swivel right away from Valou. Josh Colton, number 5, across corner dump. Kyle Moore, the first on it. Moore has that puck taken away. Spinelli, far wing, ends up behind the net. Lucas Texmo, despite a few stick whacks to his hands, move the puck over to the left wing side. Horn and Scaldi in the offensive zone, but they'll be forced to turn back and get themselves onside. Ryan Galvin upon the re-entry. He'll create some time and space, go down the flank. Horn, Samaro, who's on hat-trick watch. Galvin left side. Goal line Scaldi. Borodkin makes the save on that one. Borodkin with the stick. Scaldi first on it. He's got a man at the blue, but Scaldi holds on to it. Scaldi comes out to the outskirts. Keeping the puck in is Lucas Texmo. Here's Matthew Horn, number 12. Scaldi shoots. Save made. The power play is over. 60 seconds left to go.
1 minute left in the third period. On your feet, Columbus, and show your love. Let's go, Dragons!
Here's a breakaway. Tyler Barrow. Borodkin with the pad save. Barrow again in front, and a glove save made by Borodkin on Scaldi. Skate Scaldi could legitimately have 4 goals there. He has just 1. He has a post too. Great A look in that moment. Final half minute of tonight's game. Tyler Barrow, far corner, puck on his forehand. He'll dip, lose it, and now Darius Davidson with a full head of steam. He connects with Mike Wynn. The puck off of the skate of Storjahan at the line. It's dumped softly down. Here's a net front play intended for Davidson. Roy was there to make that save in the final 10 seconds. A blast from Patakin that misses the net. It comes off of the backboards, and Roy sticks himself over to the near post with 1.5 seconds left. One more face-off before this game comes to a close. The River Dragons will win tonight. The final score, 7-3.
Biloxi Breakers 3.
With the win, improved to 17-11, 3-2-1. They now have 60 points. While Biloxi with the loss falls to 525, 1-1-0. They have lost their 5th straight game. They remain at 18 points and last in the Continental. With the victory for your River Dragons, they have now won their 5th straight game. Well, Liam Gotimer back here with you inside of the broadcast booth. The final score is 7-3 River Dragons. No reason to talk about the Biloxi goals. The 7 goals in this order for your River Dragons: Alex Storjahan, Skate Scaldi, Josh Colton. Both Storjahan and Colton's goals coming on the power play. For Skate Scaldi, that's his first as a Dragon, a deft net front deflection for Skate Scaldi, and he was pumped about it. In the second period, how about a 3-point, 2-minute span for Yaroslav Yevdokimov? The goal scorers in the second, it is the aforementioned Colton Yevdokimov and Justin Samaro. In the third, 2 goals, Justin Samaro and Alexander Jemea. With that, let's send it down to ice level. It's time for the 3 stars of the night. I'd be remiss if I did not mention Tyler Roy earns the winning net, 30 out of 33. Kyle Moore is tonight's 3rd star, 4 points, all assists. Kyle Moore knows a good time. Look at that next shot.
Goal and 3 assists, number 87, Yaroslav Yevdokimov.
In his River Dragon debut, 4 points for Yaroslav Yevdokimov. A goal and 3 helpers for number 87.
And tonight's 1st star with 2 goals and assists, number 23, Justin Samaro.
Justin Samaro is tonight's 3rd star, his first 2 goals of the season, and a 3-point night for number 23. Let's hear from him.
Thank you. It seems like your line was really clicking tonight. You're very deep in the season now. How's that chemistry with you guys?
No, it's good. Just gotta stay structured and stay a player on the game.
And did it take a while to warm up tonight? We were trailing through a good bit of the first period, so how did you guys warm up throughout the second period?
Yeah, like I said, I think we just deviated away from our game plan. We just gotta just play our game and yeah.
How do you plan on keeping that momentum going through tomorrow as well?
Just gonna be on a night's sleep and probably watch some video in the morning and stay out there.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Parents are here. That's why you had to be at night.
Thank you, Maxie Dana.
Thank you. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you, Justin Samaro, number 1 star. Thank you, Val. Fans, your Dragon are back in here tomorrow against the St. Biloxi Breakers, 7:05.
Back here inside of the broadcast booth, a special thank you to our 3 stars of the night. Justin Samaro, your number 1 star, his first 2 goals of the season, as the River Dragons look to keep their winning streak alive tomorrow night when they take on the Biloxi Breakers once again. I'd like to take this chance to congratulate my wonderful producer, Brandon Schwab. You guys see the River Dragons broadcasts on the road and at home, but really the creative vision and the execution really comes from him. And tonight, he produced his 100th game. Not only my producer, but a lifelong friend. Congratulations to you, Brandon. With that, the River Dragons once again win 4-point nights for Kyle Moore and for Yaroslav Yevdokimov. For the remainder of Brandon's crew, everybody else who does such a wonderful job helping us out, and for Kevin Sabat, this is Liam Gotimer saying, until next time, stay safe, stay well, and as always, let's go Dragons.